I mean, I'm just rolling it. I ain't worried about it.
Shit, boy.
God damn it. I swear to God.
Sorry, I had to.
Blake wasn't kidding about the paint getting rubbed off that motherfucker.
I still love it.
It's gonna get worn out.
Not being that close
It's gonna
to the
take
button.
about 3 episodes, and I'm gonna have to delete that shit off of this thing.
How'd it go
had
again,
to.
Chase?
No, I'm not going to do it.
You better do it. I want to
It's
hear
going to
it.
wear it out.
I need to hear it one more time.
I mean, fucking give it one more.
Shit, boy. Shit,
It
bud.
feels like he's still with us.
He's never far. Oh shit! I posted on this Facebook thing. Hopefully, well, we know we got 2 people that are for sure going to call in, but hopefully someone else calls in. They're kind of regulars that said they're going to call this time around.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that. I said for sure Swaggy would want to call in, and he was second, though. The mayor beat him to it. He said, what time I need to call in.
Shit, he's not going to be happy to know the mayor beat him too. He's the old super fan. All right, Pit Racing Podcast, episode 16. Let's roll this motherfucker.
I forgot to turn my gas on and I was doing a backflip. You never knew who might show up in the pro class.
I mean, it would have been a perfect pass, but
Allegedly, it would have been a
yeah, it would have. Like,
We do what we do.
X, quad god, Chase Snap.
pit racing, pit golfing.
pit racing. Pit racing, boy. Shit, move. Presented by SSI Decals, this is the Pit Racing Podcast coming at you right now.
Episode 16 coming to you live from Crystal Pool Studios. It's way less official than it sounds, people. I guarantee it.
It's just a room.
It's an abandoned room in the top of Crystal Pools. Speaking of Crystal Pools, we haven't given them a shout out in a while, and they are an official supporter of the Pit Racing program. So if you're in the Tulsa area, you need any pool service, pool chemicals, pool toys, pool supplies, you name it, Crystal Pools has got it. Make your way over here. You get to talk to the team manager for a little while. Maybe he'll, if you tell him you love pit racing, maybe he'll give you a little discount when you come in here. So
They got like a water gun that displays that it'll shoot 45 feet. So
Oh,
I was like, can I
shit.
load that with Miller and get 45 feet away? Yes. In that thing. Might have to buy one.
That does sound like a good experiment.
that's
That's what I'm
I was
saying.
going to say, we might have to tell it,
40 feet.
I mean, I go pretty fast and I jump pretty far, but I get the women and I win. Feature guest of the Pit Racing Podcast coming to you soon. It might be episode 38. It might be episode 17. We don't know.
We'll see.
But Jimmy McGarth / Corey Green.
Junior.
Corey Green Jr. / Jimmy McGarth.
McGarth Jr.
That's McGarth
Green
Jr.
Yeah.
Just a junior.
He's going to be making his way into the studio at some point. But
I mean, the problem is he works skid steers, and, them things don't move too fast. So it's going to take him a while to get here and that thing. And price of fuel right now, so I think he's just trying to figure out how to budget it, and we have no budget to support him with that. So we're just trying to figure out how to get him here. We're going to go private jet, but we don't have like 3.2 million. So
I've seen he's
that's
been,
what we really need. Like, if pit racing could get big enough, we'd just fly people in to do this show. Like, we'd get anybody.
I mean, once we get that big, yeah.
Say, bro, we will fly you to the studio. We'll take you down to fucking Texas Roadhouse.
we just need to talk to another supporter, Mark Johnson from Southwest Energy. He's got a couple jets, so
We could get SSI to get a pit racing logo on the jet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pit racing or
We'll wrap-
SSI will wrap the jet.
Wrap the whole
What do we
jet.
got? What's the Jones Airport or something right down here?
Yeah.
Right down the street? Yeah, we'll
Oh, dude.
fly in there.
It backs up to the Snap compound.
That's 3 miles.
Why haven't we thought of this already? I mean, we just need to get this ball rolling.
Hey, as soon as we get the funds,
Yeah.
we're in.
Oh, okay. You're right. I see what the problem is now. We don't have the funds. That's been the main issue.
Yeah, they're coming, though. I mean,
Yeah.
we're at, like, what's our net worth right now? Like, negative 400? We just need to get to, like, 2.5 billion or something?
Last I checked,
We're getting close.
the total income from pit racing in 2021 was somewhere around negative 400 or 500, something like that.
Not too bad.
We're
Could be worse.
We're a basically a not-for-profit organization.
I'd hang my hat on it.
Yeah. I mean,
We're doing pretty good.
hey, they say most small businesses lose money in the first couple of years.
So what about our
Even though
guest tonight?
We're not a real business, but
Let's bring him in.
Oh, we need. Yeah, I guess we're kind of rambling here, aren't we? Fuck them. It don't matter. Yeah, our guest panelist tonight on the Pit Racing Podcast, Mr. Cade Burton. If you don't know who that is, it's because he's fresh on the scene. Just started racing the beginner class last year and then worked his way up to the novice class in pretty quick fashion. And before you knew it, he was not too far off of A. Dizzle's lap times, motherfucker.
Edit. He never raced beginner.
Oh, excuse me. Never raced beginner. My bad. Didn't mean to offend you like that.
No, it's all good.
That's kind of slander in the moto world, but no disrespect to anybody racing the beginner class. It's there for a reason. Yeah, Cade lives down the street from Chase and rode dirt bikes when he was younger. Did a little racing back then, didn't you?
Yeah, but no motocross. It was just like some flat track, nothing really.
Oh, okay. And then got into moto just this past year, and it has been the most unbelievably fast progression I have seen ever in my entire life. I haven't been around the entire block, but I've been partway around it, and I've seen a lot of racing. I've never seen someone get as fast as Cade has in such a short period of time. It's really been incredible. All that being said,
He did have a good mentor. I mean,
he did have a good mentor. He did have a good mentor. All that being said,
But I didn't mean to tell him how to get hurt.
I will say, and I I don't think it's any disrespect to say this. I think your speed was outrunning your skill there a little bit, especially
And experience,
especially
absolutely.
coming up to this most recent get off that you had at Elk City in the Winter Series.
Oh yeah.
But hey, like I said before, it's been
That's how you learn.
It's been
mistakes.
Been really impressive to see how fast you've gotten in such a short period of time. So, maybe you should have. Too bad you didn't get into this at a little bit younger age, huh?
Yeah, that would have been a lot easier to heal up and recover. If it
Yeah,
wasn't
that's for
30.
damn sure. You got to get those big ones out of the way when you're little.
No doubt.
Even though it doesn't really change when you get older. I had a pretty good one last year. I got lucky that I didn't get hurt worse than I did. Yeah, we had a couple state races since the last time we got in here. Last episode was the OSCS preview show featuring none other than Blake Barnes.
The mayor.
Shit, boy.
I had to say that because Chase was just itching to hit that
No, I
fucking
wasn't.
button.
You looked at me and I knew it was coming.
Triggered.
It does never get old, though.
First round was at Baronarda's, and second.
Bernardus.
I can't even.
You mean Bernard's? What are you talking about?
I mean, Bernard's, Baronarda's.
Did we ever figure out, was it a autocorrect? Or did you mean to type Bernardus?
No, Dylan said Baronarda's.
Oh, that's right. It was Dylan.
Yeah, because we were dicking around saying Bernard's, and he said Baronarda's.
Roberto Bernardo's?
Hit Reynolds for the first round, and then the most recent one we did was OMC with
Riders meeting!
with Big Sexy himself.
I was disappointed. He didn't announce Sunday morning, so I didn't get to hear him say writers meeting.
He wasn't on the mic?
No,
He was
Can't
on.
believe
He was
it.
on the mic throughout the weekend, but he didn't
wasn't.
do that.
Yeah, he wasn't right off the bat in the morning. Because I was looking forward to rolling out of bed when he did that.
I mean,
classic
normally
writers meeting.
Normally
Yeah.
his voice is the only thing that breaks that 15 Miller hangover. But I'm trying to. I hear that and I got to wake up and go racing.
Oh God.
Apparently, he had more than 15 because you didn't make it. What was the scoop on that?
I mean, I never.
You told us. You
I never said-
I'm probably going to race Norman.
I thought I was until Norman came.
That's why I'm asking what the scoop was.
I mean, I haven't been. I'm for sure on Bobby's and Stillwater.
Bobby's.
I'm locked in on Bobberts and Stillwater. I'm locked in. I can't miss Bobby's.
Bobby Boucher.
Wooter boy. I mean, come on now.
Jandebeur.
Jandebeur, Bobby's. I ain't missing it.
J. Bob. Man of a million names.
I can't
In
miss
this room.
Can't miss Stillwater.
No,
Jeremy's
dude,
track.
honestly, I see it all over like Facebook. People call it J Bobs, Jander Bobs, all kinds of stuff that I feel like, I don't know, I feel like was originated.
I said
pretty
Jandebob's
close.
one time, like 2.5 years ago, and Natalie's called it that ever since.
I feel like
that all those names stick.
I feel like when somebody names something, they're just asking me to make my own name up for it.
It's just implied.
It's a retarded the way my head works, but that's how it works. If you tell me something, my mind's immediately trying to figure out how to create something different.
So you got to come up with one for Cade. Austin, actually, as soon as we got in the truck with Cade, what'd you call him?
Full Send Frankie.
Full Send Frankie.
Frankarosa Full Send.
You're gonna be Frankie from now on.
I gotta
what's
be
good, Frank.
I gotta be around the subject, person, whatever, for a little bit of time, and then it just comes to me. I don't like even think about it. It just hits me, and I'm like, that's it.
That's
Makes
Frank.
sense in my head. That's how it works.
When was the last time you seen the movie Cars?
I think I watched the second one or something not too long ago.
First one, they're out in that field, Maters, whatever that thing
Tub
is.
Mater?
Fires up way off in the distance when they're in that field tonight, and he goes, "That's Frank," and then they get the hell out of there.
Yeah, Frank.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, you want to go just kind of do a rundown of how the first two races went? If I can talk over here, motherfucker.
Yeah. I start with Bernard is.
I don't know that anyone else is going to find that as funny as we do, but goddamn, it's funny.
Yeah, I don't know why it is so funny.
Track, yeah, did what it usually does, kicked my entire ass, and it was all I could do to not get last place.
Yeah, I feel like
in the plus 25
our
class.
preview of that race was like spot on.
Mm-hmm.
We knew what was going to happen, and it happened.
Yep.
It was fun though. I everybody you talked to got their ass kicked pretty much out there, except for the
People that train out there.
Yeah, like what's her name, the girl.
Oh, Kylie Stallings.
Yeah, Kylie Stallings. I mean, was shredding. Winning the B class, or I think she got second.
I think she did too.
But
still,
you could tell who trained there and who didn't. Everybody else was in their own groove, and then the people that trained there were
weekend warriors and dirt bike racers.
Yeah,
you could see the line drawn
pretty much.
Yeah,
in the
there
red
weren't
dirt.
very many dirt bike racers.
She was, yeah. Well, what's funny is I felt kind of bad about myself after that race there in the plus 25 class, but then I went back and looked at the results, and it was like A rider. I was like, okay, I don't feel so bad.
Stumbled
anymore.
across your master's and shit degree on the desk. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I'm not actually a dirt bike guy, just for fun.
Oh, fuck.
What I was gonna say though, what I'm surprised about that race is it didn't get rained out, because that was gonna be my excuse why I didn't go. Oh shit! It's canceled.
You were disappointed it didn't get rained out.
It got rained out.
Yeah. No, it was super gnarly like it always is. It wasn't as bad as the end of the year last year when it was so wet, but it was really tough. The step up triple, I feel like it was a little bit easier this year than it was last year. Because when I was hitting it last year, it was like it wasn't obviously on a 350. It wasn't like hard to clear it, but it was a little sketchy.
Yeah.
And this year it just seemed like it was a little more smooth. But then again, I've really put a lot of effort into like paying attention to how lines develop and looking for different lines in the last year or so. So maybe I was just finding better lines, because the main line going up that jump was still kind of sketchy. It was kind of chopped, or what do you call it?
Kicker in.
Kind of ate out on the top. And so I was going like probably 6 inches right of the main line, and it was smooth. But that jump set up weird. Like when you hit it, unless you like turn to the left going up the face, you might jump from the left, but you'll land on the right. It was like that last year too. Well, you didn't go last year, but it was like that last year too, where even if you hit the jump from the far left, you'll land on the far right.
Whoa, boo!
Hey, we got a ringtone from 2010.
Hey, I love that song. Don't be hating. We got a caller number 12 here on the Pit Racing Podcast. This is Patrick Swaggart.
Swag Daddy.
Hold on. Caller number 12.
On the Hoot Owl, P. Swaggart.
What up, boys?
We knew we could count on you.
Yeah.
Goddamn good to talk to you fucking
fired
fellas.
up
What are you
are
guys
you?
up to? Shit, are y'all drinking a beer or not?
What do you think, Swag?
I mean, come on now.
Shit,
You can
just
count
hey,
on two of us.
Put your ear to the mic.
Hey, good to talk to you, fellas. Been down here in Texas, man. Missing the state series big time, guys. I mean,
Are you a Longhorn yet, or are you still straight? Where you at?
nah, man, I'm
Oklahoma.
shit,
What'd
boy.
you just say?
Cowboys, boy.
Oh, that's
God.
worse.
I'm about to hang up the phone. You better keep that shit to yourself, Swaggart.
I just puked in my mouth.
Hey, I asked a question. I responded to a question. So, I mean, come on now. Pit Racing boys, how y'all been doing in the state series?
I think we're sitting like 7th and 8th in
You ain't
points.
first, you're last, and
We're
we're last.
6th and 7th, something like that.
Supernal, how are you doing?
He hasn't
If
raced
you ain't
any of them
first,
yet.
you're last, and I'm last.
He has.
damn.
Unfortunately, Supernal hasn't made it to the first 2 rounds.
He's been in a temporary retirement.
Tampon's been deep. I've been trying to find it, pull it out, but it's still
Hey.
stuck. I think I almost
Hey.
got it, though. We're close. We're close.
The Heat. Here's what you tell them. I covered for your shit last year, Snap, while you were fucking broken. You're going to cover for me this year for a couple of rounds. So,
Yeah.
in my eyes, it's like, hey, guess what, Chase? Happy birthday. Also, by the way, my man, old as shit.
Dirty 30.
Oh, shit.
But
Thank you.
2 kids, man, I mean, all you got from here is, I mean, dude, it's all, I know, shit, I got to get on the game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, but
you
no,
know how
I
you
do-
make them kids, right?
Well, we practiced
20 toes.
But no, man, the state series, I really do miss it. It's being down here. I got Village Creek, just, about 10 miles down the road. It's a really good, not windy. But I do miss that red dirt, guys. I mean, shit.
Red dirt. Hell, just go over to Swan.
I know, but man, at the same time, I work Monday through Thursday, off on Friday, work is Saturday. It's just, dude, it really is. It's kind of the adjustment moving down here. It kind of sucks because, Sundays I'm like, well, hell, I'm trying to decompress from, this, but at the same time, I'm like, well, hell, I'm kind of feel like a bad because motocross races, we don't need to decompress. We just need to go ride our bikes. But no, it's different, man. I mean, I go from sitting in traffic to it's crazy down here.
What's your beer count at? I mean, what are you on now that you're down in Texas? You got all them Lone Stars yet, or are you still in the Natty? Where you at?
Dude, I still drink that full Bush. This all depends on her.
Oh, Bush, boy.
If it's one of those days where, I might have to switch to a Bush Light day. Just all depends on her. Most time it's Bush Heavy. So, yeah, we like to have the Bush Heavy every once in a while. But
How's the weight? Is it gaining since you've been off the bike a little bit, or is that why you're on the lights occasionally?
I'll be honest with you. I went from eating like 1 meal a day to coming down here. The Mexican food is phenomenal. So, yeah, Patty's gained a couple pounders.
Yeah, I think I probably put on at least 10.
Steaks off the grill, and had got some baked potatoes still, just in the oven,
baked
ready to.
Yeah.
I put some like baked butter and some Worcestershire and put them on the grill and just let them sit. I'm telling you, ain't never had a baked potato like that.
So if y'all see me like that,
Have you been riding at all since you've been down there?
Village?
no.
Really not. Yeah, Village. I mean, that's about it. I mean, guys, everything else, you think, okay, well, this track's 20 miles away, but down here it takes you an hour and a half to get there because of traffic.
Oh, yeah, I know how that is. We were just
Like I live in Arlington. I work in Fort Worth, 15 miles away, and I got to leave an hour early to get there. And that's the only. But at the same time, I have a season pass to watch the Rangers game. Which last night I was representing the pit race symbol. At the Six Flags game on the big screen. It's just I have everything within, any adrenaline junkie's dream, but it's a motherfucker to get there.
yeah.
That's the only thing that sucks, guys.
Well, it sounds like Mrs. Swaggart thinks you need to get back on the bike.
The back.
Oh, he's like, hey, when are we going racing again? And I'm like, when your father lets me off. So it's
Son's a bitch.
Oh,
trying to get some seat time in.
You know what? I gotta answer to the big dog. So and he understands. He's like, hey, Patty, anytime that, you just feel like you need to kick rocks and just go back to Oklahoma. Which I went back last Thursday, met my dad at WinStar, made some money, had a good time, but I wasn't in Oklahoma, I felt, because I was surrounded by a bunch of freaking Texans, which is some bullshit.
You got to get off I-35, boy, if you're trying to get into Oklahoma. You got to get on that dirt road.
I know. I went into Sacramento. I saw some toothless people, and I was good. I was like, hell, that's my folk right there. Hell yeah, what up, boy? So it was one of those deals. I just kind of felt at home for about 5 minutes, and then I went back to the city. So
big city living.
And I heard you the other night. I wish I would have been there. Your new single that you just produced, man, I listen to that a lot.
Which one? Do you talk about the Southern Town?
One that you just did. Yeah. Well, the what was it? The one about the drinking, which I'm sitting here having a beer right now, putting it up to my lips. But
oh, you're talking about that like feature
TikTok.
I did? Yeah.
Sweet
that was
living.
pretty.
Yeah.
Mason looked at me and said, what do you think about that? And I was like, fuck, I'll crack another one open for that shit right there. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's a heavy song, man.
It is, but dude, you did a good job, man. As a friend, you're going places, man. Keep it up. I'm proud.
I hope so. I got a lot of irons in the fire. Hopefully, one of them takes off one day.
It will. It will.
Whether it's
either this or that will. But
singing
hey,
or pit racing or tornadoes, something.
Hey, you know
golfing.
what? I'm glad that y'all didn't get hit by what they were calling for, but Salado, Texas, which is about, I don't know, 20 miles south, that hail, that was incredible, man.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. Like bust through roofs and shit,
Yep,
So,
it was wild. 5.5 inches.
But hey, I'm glad to be on the Pit Racing podcast. I miss y'all like crazy, and I hope y'all are good. Chase, again, happy birthday. Hope the fam's good. Hope the kids are good.
All good
y'all.
here, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, man, I miss y'all down here in Texas, but I guarantee you'll see my ass at a state race. I'm going to try to make AMP.
Hey, you going to make it to the pit racing party in the pasture? That's the real question.
Oh, I've already, that's 100%.
Don't put vacation time in. We're ready to go.
I'm the 2-time defending Barbie car champion at Moab, right?
Oh, shit.
I'll let you keep that title. My body hurts too bad already thinking about that one.
Hey, I'm glad to be back racing, my man, so we don't need a knee. Last year, that dude broke his fucking arm there.
Ooh.
Y'all, did anybody hear about that shit? The dude went down first run of the day. The dude got up and his arm was in an elbow, and Jeremy was like, well, fuck. It's like, I didn't ever expect anybody to break bones, but here we are. This dude just snapped his shit.
Well, we can't guarantee there's not going to be any of that at this one, too.
Yeah.
We expect it to be bigger and badder.
Well, Ryan Nichols involved with the side-by-side challenge.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good show.
Oh,
he asked me the other day if I wanted to race his, and I said no. I just want to watch the carnage. I don't want to. I already tore his shit up at Gold Rush, so I'd rather just watch.
Well, my thing is as somebody that would love to do it, like I would too, Chase. Good job. I would step away from that because it just in my eyes is that just is.
You're setting yourself up for failure.
Carnage. Complete carnage is what I call that. So, hey, but I'll let y'all get back to it. I'll see y'all soon. Definitely the AMP race for the state series and Party in the Pasture. Patty's already there.
Let's get it.
So, you guys have a good night. Miss y'all. Love y'all. Hope everybody stays. Everybody's good up there. And we'll see.
Sounds good, Swagger. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for calling, buddy.
Later.
See ya.
The unofficial #1 fan of pit racing right there.
Yeah, straight up. I don't even think we've mentioned this on the podcast, but it just got brought up on that phone call, so we need to talk about it. So we got a lot of out-of-state people that listen to this, because I think a lot of the locals already kind of know about it. But any of you out-of-staters out there that listen to this show and you're not too far away from Oklahoma, so the last weekend in July, Pit Racing will be hosting what is known, Pit Racing alongside Amp Motocross Park in Stillwater, Oklahoma, will be hosting what we are calling the Pit Racing Party in the Pasture. And
it's gonna get loose.
Yeah, the plan is right now it's going to be sort of a rednecks with paycheck style event with a greater focus on power sports and motocross and stuff like that. But to be honest, it's not really going to be a motocross centric event. It's going to be more just bring your dirt bikes, bring your side-by-sides, bring your whatevers.
Three-wheelers.
Yeah, and
six-wheelers.
Whatever you can party in a pasture with.
Exactly.
That's what we're trying to find out there.
It's going to be a good time. We got a lot of ideas for what all is going to go on right now, but some things that are for sure happening. So there's going to be a side-by-side straight rhythm race. What's the purse at now?
I think it's almost $3,000.
Yeah, right. Right now, the purse is up to $3,000. It may go higher by the time we get to the event.
That's a month's pay right there, boy.
Yeah. So if you've got a side-by-side and you want to race it in a straight rhythm style event, definitely make sure you come out and hit that. A couple other things that aren't official yet, but pretty sure they're going to happen. So there's going to be a Quad God
Chase Snap,
yeah,
Quad God.
Chase Snap, Quad God, ATV invitational race.
That wasn't my idea, by the way.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
He's signing autographs at 6:30, I think.
No, a lot of credit to Jeremy. He brainstorms all kinds of stuff and kind of brought all this to our attention, and I think it fits great.
Yeah.
But he basically had this idea of pit racing, who we are, everybody knows what we're about, fits this event pretty well. And he said, I want to have an event for each of you. So Chase Snap, everybody knows you as Quad God. We're going to have a quad invitational race. We're going to put a purse up to bring some guys in the race. We're going to do...
There's also going to be a Cole Supernaw plus 25
vet challenge with a purse.
Dahipi Spavinaw Creek is 2 years in a row defending plus 25 champion in the state of Oklahoma.
God, that's a title, boy, right there.
So it's going to be...
Hey, also the Vet Open and Vet plus 25 champion from Ponca City 2020. So there's some better titles. And then there's also I'm also going to be playing a concert there on one of the nights.
Preferably both.
I don't know if we'll be able to do both, but one of the nights for sure I'm going to be playing a show there, play some country music, maybe mix in a little...
Do a little rap.
A little bit of O-Town Girls.
Freestyle on it.
We're listening to a little bit of your old rap songs before this.
Yeah.
Going with the flow, see how she goes.
There's going to be Barbie Jeep races. There's going to be a mud pit. It's just about anything you can think of for doing redneck power sports shit out in the field. That's what we're going to be doing.
Wet T-shirt concert. I mean, come on.
Hey, I don't think that's in the plans yet, but
I mean, it's going to happen.
Not out of the question.
How would it not? You get Stinky involved. Get a purse going for that. I mean, shit. Trying to make a little dollar.
Hey, we just keep letting these ideas flow. I like it.
So what are we? We're about 3 months away from that.
Yeah.
So we still, like you were saying, we're still in the early stages of nothing set in stone. We're kind of just brainstorming, getting ideas, and
those are the things we mentioned are things that are pretty much finalized, though, things that are going to happen.
Just keep in mind your liver, because I mean that knife's going to do some damage to that. So if you're going to go, just kind of lay back a little bit. If you're drinking 6 a night, drink 2. If you're drinking 24 a night, drink 6. Like just prepare your liver. It's going to go hard.
Oh God bless.
On the other side of that, it is going to be kid friendly. So
yes.
Jeremy plans to have, like he has in the past, a big inflatable water slide.
Yep.
Like Jupiter Jump style.
8 a.m. curfew, you know what I mean? We're good to go.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty of things for kids to do there as well. It's not just an adults only kind of a deal.
I think there's one thing you didn't mention. We're going to have a pit bike race too. You always got to have a pit bike race.
Yep, there's going to be pit bike races.
And we talked about doing some type, whether it's pit bike or big bikes. Probably pit bikes would be better, but some type of buddy race.
Yeah.
One thing I've been thinking about, which may or may not happen, but some type of MX versus ATV race.
That would be really cool.
You know, we're going to have quad guys there and dirt bike guys.
Watch the corners.
Not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Might have to get
I might have to borrow
I was
one.
going to say, you might have to get you a quad from somebody so you can go out and lay it down.
We'll have to check the Miller count at that point, but we'll think about it.
I'll broad slide through Supernova on a corner.
I'll
damn it.
think on it.
You're going to make everybody here think all we do is drink beer.
I'm just saying, you want Pitt out there, washed up quad rider, he hadn't been on a quad in 10 years. You want him out there riding dirt bike?
I bet he could still lay down a lap time.
I mean, he's known to punt people. Punting
That's
a
what I'm
quad
talking
or
about.
dirt
Punting you
bike.
off your dirt bike.
I won't be out there. I might be strapped onto the back of that quad with you, but like GoPro or something. But I ain't gonna be on the track.
All right, so pit racing party in the pasture. Put it on your calendar. Look forward to it. Last weekend in July. Another thing too, I'll say this again. We got to make a post about this before Bob's, so we can get the word out there a little bit more. But pit racing is going to be giving away a free set of SSI decals, and it's going to be done via drawing. And the way you enter the drawing is you buy any article of merch from pit racing throughout the course of the state series. But we're not going to go all the way to the end of the series before we do the drawing. I think we're going to go to probably round 6 or so and then do the drawing. But anybody that buys a T-shirt, a hat, stickers, koozies, whatever, anything during that time, you get entered to win a free set of SSI decals customized to your liking. If you want to, you can run the pit racing kit that we have. But if you want to do your own custom set, you can do that too. So make sure you come out and buy some merch at the state races coming up.
Speaking of that, we have hats that should be in for the Jandebeur's race.
Yep, got hats
so we're
coming
gonna
in.
have
faux sale. 2
different styles for those of you like flat bills or more of a curved bill style. We're gonna have both. So
yeah,
$25. We tried to. Hats are expensive, so we're trying to keep the price down. So, anyways, anybody wants a hat, come see us. We figure they'll probably go quick.
Mm-hmm. And we do have an online store that has been put up at this point. We ordered some stuff from it because it's kind of a print by order kind of deal. We don't have the overhead to run our own merch online store. It's just way too expensive. So we do a print by order website. We ordered a couple things from it to see how they were. Seems like pretty decent quality stuff. And I had this shirt at OMC that had American flag on the sleeves and stuff, and everybody really liked it. So that's on there. In the next week or so, I'll probably put that out to the masses and launch it. So if you want to order stuff from there, you can. It's not going to be the same OG pit racing merch that you can buy at the track. So if you're not coming to the track, you need to come to the track and get that stuff. Come out to the races. But there will be some pit racing merch available online here shortly. All right, did we get through all the updates there?
I think we covered it pretty well.
All right. Back to Baronarda's kicked our asses. What'd you end up? Did you end up 6th or 7th?
I got 6th and you were 8th.
Yeah.
Seemed like both motos we were pretty consistent of.
Yeah, there was
where we fell.
I think there was 12 people there in plus 25.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Ended up 8th overall, and there were some hitters there at Raynard's like there always is, especially when it's at the beginning of the year. So, you know, not my best results, but could be worse. OMC track was really awesome, but we had like a 35-mile-an-hour wind all weekend long, and so the track, you know, obviously got away from them at the end of pretty quickly once the moto started. It dried out really fast, but prior to that, I mean, it was prime. The dirt was awesome. The new track layout was awesome. I had a lot of fun riding out there, but it was definitely treacherous conditions in the second motos when that wind really picked up and then the track was super dry. I've never had to maneuver the bike that much in the air from the wind on big bikes. Like, I remember experiencing that a little bit when I was on 80s, but never like that on big bikes. It was crazy.
Yeah, I agree. There was multiple jumps where I'd feel good midway through the air, and then as you're coming down, your front wheels started just drifting away, and that's the scariest feeling because you can't, like, you try and you can't just pull it back. Mm-hmm. And then when you land, it's like almost trying to wash out on you.
Yeah. I saw a couple mini bikes go down from that, like had their bike kind of swept out from under them in midair, and then they
just
landed at a 45-degree angle. Yeah.
You ever try to scrub the jumps?
Not real
Last time
hard,
he did
no.
a Superman.
Well, I know what I'm saying.
I mean,
is
I
like,
soaked jumps up, but I wasn't like laying it over.
You know, Croup Lane back in the day, those floaters on the back.
It could get
was
windy back there.
So
yeah.
I know I was always trying to scrub every jump. I mean, everybody's trying to scrub, but
Yeah.
it seemed like when I scrubbed, I'd cut the wind almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like when I dead sailed, that's when it hit me the worst.
Right.
Like just like Chase just said, that front end started fucking getting away from me at the end. And that like scary as shit. But when
Yeah.
I scrubbed, it's almost like I was cutting through it. Felt better. Seemed to be more safer.
Yeah.
But I mean, not all jumps you're gonna scrub. Whatever, you're gonna get those floaters, and
Yeah.
the wind's gonna get you. But
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of scrubbing like the little doubles and stuff,
the
but
point I'm trying to
not
get
the big
out.
ones.
Wasn't Chan out there?
Yes.
Did he look sketchy in the air?
No.
Not at
Chan
all.
don't look
That's
sketchy
what was
anywhere.
he scrubbing every jump?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But not everybody's scrub daddy. I'm not a scrub daddy, but
Oh, what are you talking about?
Baker's
definitely
scrub daddy.
You're definitely a scrub daddy.
put me and Baker on the line. I'd be lucky if I don't get a lap by the end of 5 laps.
I've said this before, but to this day, you have one of the most effortlessly good scrubs I've ever seen.
It's natural. You don't even try that hard.
You don't, you don't do anything real crazy. There's not a lot of body English. Like it just looks like you kind of let the bike lay over and you get at least 2 feet lower than anybody else. It's unreal. In fact, there's a video from Ponca State race last year. Me and you hit the jump at the exact same time, and I dead sailored it. I'm literally like 4 feet above you. Like, it was unreal how big the difference was.
No, I've witnessed it many times. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I've tried my hardest, and he'll still be 2 foot below me.
Yeah.
I think it's a weight thing, like where you throw your weight.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I
need to figure that out because I got a lot of it to throw.
I feel like I control where I'll maybe lean back on the face and then throw the weight forward on the face, and then that propels me in the direction.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm not the best whip guy. I like to throw whips, but they scare the shit out of me because I felt like I've only ever thrown a whip maybe 50% of what I thought I could throw it.
Yeah.
I feel like if I really tried to throw it, I might 360 and die. So I've never really, you know what I mean? It's like but it's all about how like if you ride up a face and I just lean my body one direction, a slight lean on the face will throw your bike so far in the air. And then you got to calculate, okay, how much do I lean to how much can I bring it back in this jump?
Yeah.
You know, bigger the jump, bigger you can throw it because you have more time to bring it back. But like that little table at Bob's on the top of the hill, that motherfucker will get you because it's short jump, but you can throw the shit out of it. Because I've thrown it a few times, and as soon as I leave, I already know I'm fucked, so I'm just wide open trying to get that back around.
Haley posted a video from our pit racing debut at TMX from a couple years ago. When you scrub that little step up right there after the finish line. God bless. He's about an inch from death on that.
Were you at Nickel Creek that one day?
No, but I've seen a lot of videos.
I think all right. So I think it was just me and Mason. We went to Nickel Creek, and there's this little triple, or it's not real. It ain't little, but there's just like a little triple thing, and it's kind of sandy. But I yanked it off of it one time, and it fucking busted loose. Like the picture, like there's like the Burn was out there, and he did like I don't know, like a sequence shot. He did it somehow. He caught the sequence shot of me over it on that, but the pictures and I think there may be a video, but I look like I knew what I was doing. I was fucking praying. As soon as I came off the face, that ass end shot so far out, and I'm just just praying it comes back.
I don't think I've seen those pictures.
Somehow the pictures look like I'm in control. I had no control. The only control I had was like, hopefully this motherfucker comes out somewhat straight so I ride it out. But yeah, it was just gnarly. I was riding like I knew what I was doing or something. That day, no. It didn't need to happen. Like that scrub was unintentional.
Yeah.
I wanted to scrub daddy, but not scrub daddy. I went too big.
I've had a couple of those when the track's like dry slick. Lean it out just a little bit, and then the back wheel goes.
I probably did what Barsha does over every jump, but I didn't want
unintentionally.
I didn't want to Barsha that one, but I probably Barshed it. You know, like his old videos, like him in the sand.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of sandy. That's what I felt like.
Yeah. Just on the limiter the whole time.
I was limited to.
I was.
Let's put her to the truck.
On the LeBlanc.
Let's go
limiter
home.
out.
So, Austin, back to kind of talking about the first 2 rounds. You kind of was surprised you skipped over Raynard's a little bit. You were proud of that second moto start you pulled on me.
Oh yeah.
Hey, hold on.
I did get started.
So where's the whole shot count now after Norman? I never really thought
it
about
is 3-1.
So I got both at Norman on you.
Yeah.
I got a question on your guys' whole shot. So are we talking like whoever got to the corner first?
Well,
you guys
see,
haven't whole shot
that's
shit yet, right?
No, it's out of the
Against
two
each
of
other.
us, whoever
alright.
gets there
I was gonna
first.
say,
Yeah.
you guys are counting these whole shot things. Like you
Yeah,
got a
no.
whole
Well,
shot
I
or
didn't even
something.
know it was getting counted until after Raynard's. He told me, and then I said, "Well, if we're counting,
we talked about it on a podcast on the preview show.
okay, that is right." But I said,
You might
if-
have had a few too many BLs to
yeah,
remember.
maybe. But I told you after Raynard's, if we're doing it, we gotta like come up with a line somewhere of like each track, because like at Raynard's, the first turn does like a 90 left, and then goes down the hill, and then
All right.
like that next corner could be considered, or
I'll tell you. I'll say it right now for Bob. So you come off the start on Bob's. As soon as you enter the track on the start,
There's the like you hit the berm, then there's the roller into that little section.
but as soon as you come onto that corner before the roller, that's the start.
so you got Supernall last year, but he passed you going over that
he
roller.
passed me on the roller because he
Yeah.
went scrub daddy.
He does that to me every time there too.
So what are we counting, the berm or are we counting the roller?
We're counting,
Before the
counting
roller.
the berm before the roller.
All right, I'll be there first.
All right. Sounds
Second.
good.
If my bike will start and clean up, I may not be able to get this dirt off. It may weigh like 40 extra pounds. I don't know yet.
We're 1 for 1 at Bob's from last year, so we got to go for that tiebreaker.
I mean, me and Bobby's. I got that connection.
So
Let that gate down a little bit lower.
so back to our competition. You were pumped to make it tough on me, and I was.
Oh, yeah.
I went back and watched the video, and I remember I was like, I wanted to pass you bad. I was every corner you went in, like I was ready to go inside, and you went inside, so I swerved to the outside, and I was just hitting every different, because it was so rough. It was like might as well try a different line.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't going to gap you real hard. I know that.
yeah, so it took like half a lap, and I finally got you on the outside, and then
Yep.
then
I
Norman.
I came into that rut like a fucking girl, dude. I was just beep, 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 beep.
You hit any clicker stiffer on her, or
I think
did you
I
just
heard
leave
that
her
when
how
I
you had
passed
it?
you.
I stiffened it up a little bit, yeah. But I got to get my shock done, dude. I look like, so I've broken,
Rear?
I've broken 2 back fenders from bottoming out.
And you got her stiff?
My brand new back fenders fucking broke.
Damn.
Yeah.
Better get on diet.
But you got her stiff.
Yeah, it's about as stiff as it'll go. That's the thing. I don't know. I got to talk to Marshall. I got to see if I need a heavier spring or
I mean,
what.
Plum dial you in.
Yeah. I get it. You can get it sorted out.
Has Plum been at the state races or at the
You okay back there?
Shout out to Plum. He got me hooked up at Norman because my fork seals had been leaking, and I showed up. I had to work Saturday, so I showed up late. Don't be laughing.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at something else.
But I showed up late Saturday evening, and he got me done. I mean, as soon as I showed up, gave him to him an hour. He had me ready to go.
A lot of years on the wrench. He can
But
work
I mean,
it.
he had a lot of people though. I mean, coming up tires and all kinds of.
Where at? Raynard? Yeah, Raynard's.
No, this
Wasn't-
is at
No,
Norman.
OMC.
Oh, Norman.
Yeah.
Wasn't Forkner's dad on the wrench at Norman or at Raynard's?
Yes.
Wait, hold up. Bernardo's? How's it go?
Bernardus.
Bernardo.
No, down there, Bernard, down there. Back
Yeah,
around that creek
apparently
down
he
there.
is mechanicking for Kylie Stallings. And she
Yeah,
was racing. And
He's
she
on
trains
that.
there.
He's on that train.
Hey, real quick, this is what I was laughing about. This is for Mason Banfield if he's listening.
Banfield.
You okay back there? He's the only one on this table that knows what that shit
Yeah,
is.
I need
but-
some
No,
backstory.
I know what that is.
Oh, you know what that is?
Yeah, it's Pulp.
It's from Pulp. Dude, he like
You okay back there?
Don't get me wrong,
You
it was
okay back there?
it was really funny, but he thought it was like the funniest thing in the world.
The best thing though is the rider. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
We're racing when you stand. You can't beat that.
Is this a certain guest or what?
It was, yeah, it
It's
was
Weege.
It's it wasn't Weege.
Yeah, it is.
But there's a you okay back there? It wasn't
Yeah.
Weege that did that.
It's Weege.
Weege Wygant, right?
Yeah, that's him. He's in the plane. He's in the plane and he's talking
Are you
about
sure
rider.
it was Weege? I thought it was Justin Thomas or Jason Thomas.
No, sir.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
I got like fucking 200 way more hours than I need logged in on Pulp.
bro, it didn't sound like Weege.
I could easily be wrong, but
maybe
no,
it
it's
was.
Weege. No, you know his squeaky voice. That's him.
Maybe it was. But anyway,
was.
he's telling the story, Chase, about going on a ride with this guy in a plane,
Fuck, I gotta piss.
and he's like in the back of the plane, and the pilot's like, "You okay back there?" It's funny. Oh, shit. All right, we got through them races here. We got to bring in our guest here. He's been sitting here almost 45 minutes, and we haven't talked to him. Cade, you're out for the count right now, but he's going hard before that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Loving life on dirt bikes up until then, or what?
Yeah, having a blast like a 30-year-old little kid.
What made you get into racing? I mean, other than being buddies with Chase, but what made you want to do it?
Honestly, I just kind of reached a point in life where I had the money and time to pursue a hobby like that. I was blessed enough to have that opportunity and went for it.
Yeah.
I actually went in. I had a TTR 250 Enduro trail bike, older.
Yeah, I remember that thing.
I still have it, but I went to K&N to get some fork seals and seen that brand new 250F sitting there.
Just calling your name.
I couldn't walk out without it because I knew how fast they've been flying off the floor. So I bought it and then started hitting up TMX and Jandebeurs, just trying to get some time in, feeling out the tracks because I never really hit any jumps besides small stuff, nothing major.
Yeah.
And then did Gold Rush. That was fun. I did the amateur race on Saturday, the 1 hour solo.
Yeah.
Got third on that.
Hell yeah.
And then did the team race, ended up, I think, 6th with Edward Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
That was a blast, Gold Rush.
Edward's a cool guy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I met him that day. We ended up being partners.
That's awesome.
Chase hooked me up with him. But
yeah. I met him at Swan in 2020, and I think it was 2020. No, it was 2021. It was the beginning of last year. Met him at Swan, and he's a real nice guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a lot faster than me, but he was pretty rusty, so we were about even on that team race.
The last couple of times I've raced him, he's been right around my speed. So, I mean, probably depend on the track, but where you was at there before you crashed, I mean, you might not have been too far off of him.
Yeah.
Of course, I haven't raced him in a while. I mean, shit, the last time I raced him was like middle of last year sometime, I think. So,
right.
I don't know how much he's riding or anything like that. But, yeah, so you never raced the beginner class. I guess I didn't realize that.
No, I was having a hard time deciding what class I wanted to race in the winter series. Chase was trying to talk me into the plus 25, but everyone I knew in that class was way faster than me, so I wanted kind of some competition.
Right.
And then the beginner class, I recognized some of the names from like TMX practicing and stuff, and I felt like I needed a little tougher competition, so I went with the novice. And my first race at Twin Hills, I think I ended up like a 9.8, the two motos, 9th overall.
Yeah.
But
there was a lot of people there for that, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think there was 23 in the
That's
C
a lot
class.
for a winter series race. Yeah.
But I fell in love. I was hooked.
Yeah.
One race and it was done. I mean, of course, Gold Rush was a blast, but the actual motocross scene and the people and everything about it was just, it fit like a glove.
So we've been doing this for me, it's been like 16 years. I mean, I know I had a hiatus in there for college, but 16 years ago is when I started racing, and so obviously got a lot of gate drops under my belt, but still pretty fresh in your mind for you, like that first gate drop.
Oh God, yeah.
Talk about that a little bit. How'd that make you feel, and what were you thinking at the time?
Well, first of all, I don't know why I have this weird sense of confidence that was not earned, but I was like, I'm gonna get this gate drop. No, it was bad. I ended up like feet off the pegs, wheeling. I was probably last place off the gate. And I just shot into that first turn, maybe past 6-7 guys in the first turn, and then just hammered down and put in some laps.
Yeah.
And then I think I was 9th that first moto.
Were you nervous at all sitting up there on that gate?
Oh, scared to death.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was excited probably more than anything, but it was just that everybody, all them bikes lined up, knowing plus, DNC class is a little bit sketchy.
Yeah.
So shooting into that first turn was definitely intimidating.
Yeah. I mean, that feeling, now you've raced enough, but even after doing it for 10 plus years, that feeling never goes away.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got 3 guys who have done a lot of racing. I mean, all of us combined, a lot of racing. And still to this day, you get up there and it's just boop, 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 in your chest, and get that feeling in your stomach.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed of him right off the bat was he went in that first corner, whatever place he was, and he's not lying when he said he passed 6 or 7 guys in the first corner.
Yeah.
It was like they were sitting still and he was on the gas. He was not wasting any time getting around them.
That's awesome.
And I was like, holy crap. He went in like 12th and came out 4th.
I feel like, I'm not saying it'll change now at all, but I feel like, you know, you had like no negative experiences associated with dirt bikes at that time, really. Like, so you didn't really necessarily know, like, in your head, like the potential consequences.
Well, as far as like crashes and injuries, I had quite a few, just nothing major.
Right.
But yeah.
So I wonder if like that gave you a little more sin at the time. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Little less common sense than somebody that's had a bad crash.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I've crashed like almost every way you possibly can in every part of the track you possibly can. So sometimes like, you know, like kind of what's sketchy, and you might be like, well, if I hit this way too fast, then I might crash. You know?
Yeah.
I mean?
Like for me, that's a complete opposite. Like I think about all of that when I'm not on the track.
That is true. I don't think about it as much when I'm racing, but there is some stuff like, for example, the face of that step-up triple at Rayners that I was talking about. Like when I see a 8-up face like that, I'm like, okay, I need to find a different line, or that's gonna bite me.
Yeah, like for me, it's like I'll be sitting here.
Someone just called me.
We had a call in.
Oh, Jack Brassfield called me.
I'll be sitting there. I'll be sitting there and before the gate drops, or just in my meantime at work or whatever.
My bad.
We had a missed call in, so we're calling. We actually had a couple.
What's up, dude? How are you?
My
What's
bad,
up,
Jack.
buddy?
We were mid-conversation. I didn't even see my phone ringing.
Hey, how are you guys?
We're good, man. How about you?
I'm good. Am I on the pit racing show right now?
Yes,
live.
sir. You're live on the Pit Racing Podcast, caller number 13.
That's so awesome. You guys are kicking ass. I love it.
I'm just kidding. You're caller number 2.
Hey, you always got to make it sound bigger than it is. That's my motto.
Exactly, yeah.
Don't ask my wife that, though.
she knows better, huh?
Man, I love it. What are you guys talking about? I've been outside working.
Man, we've been talking about a little bit of everything. You know, we kind of did a rundown of the first 2 rounds of the state series. And then just now we were talking about, you know, kind of how we think about sketchy parts of the track, and my headspace when I'm on the bike, and Super Naw's when he's on the bike. It's, you know, very different states of mind for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Man, God, he needs to just run pro class. That guy's too fast.
He needs to show up to a race is what he needs to do.
He needs to do what?
He needs to show up to a race.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the first step.
Well, that's awesome, man. So what's on the agenda next?
Well, hold on.
Sorry, we're new to this call-in stuff.
Yeah.
We're having technical difficulties.
Are you still
Dude,
there,
that's
Jack?
all right. Yeah.
Okay. Nah, man, we try to come in here without an agenda. Like sometimes we have some bullet points, some talking points we try to go over, but mostly we just try to let it free flow, you know?
Hey, we need to still get together and do a show together. It would be a blast.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do.
Awesome.
Have you, I know I heard you got some of your equipment stolen. Have you gathered that back up yet, or what?
No, heck, I'm just hearing about that. What got stolen?
I thought I heard that some of your recording stuff got stolen.
Man, I hope not.
Oh, shit. All right.
You're probably thinking of Jeremy Thomas had his stuff stolen from him.
Yeah, my bad. I'm getting things mixed up.
No, I've been hard at it on the Arena Cross Trail. I've been gone all week in New Mexico. We're just spinning wheels and making deals, man. You guys need to check out our new Kicker Arena Cross series for next year. It's going to be new and improved. It's going to be awesome.
Is it going to be a nationwide kind of a thing, or?
It is nationwide. So, I mean, I don't have the entire schedule put together yet. I can tell you that we will be in Albany, New York. We will be in Reno, Nevada. We will be in Guthrie again. Oh, gosh, I'm not looking at the schedule right now, so I hate to blow it. But, yes, it is a nationwide schedule still. We are still the only AMA Arena Cross series, the only Arena Cross series chasing the number 1 AMA plate. So, yeah, we're bringing back a bigger, better show. Not that it wasn't already big and bad, but we're bringing back the glory days of Arena Cross.
Yeah, good.
Awesome.
That's what I like to hear. I remember back in the day, every year going to the BOK Center to watch that race. It was always fun.
Oh, that was awesome. So as far as Oklahoma venues, we do have Tulsa back on the schedule.
The BOK Center?
The January 21st, 22nd.
March 11th and 12th.
Is it going to be at the BOK, the one in Tulsa, or is it going to be at the Ford Truck Arena?
No, it's actually at the old pavilion. So if you guys are too young to remember the old pavilion, but I'm 46.
No, I know the pavilion.
Oh, do you? Okay. Yeah. So was that Supernal?
No, it's Chase Snap, which I guess I'm not much older, but I'm familiar with it.
Gotcha. Okay, so I mean, they've totally revamped it. I was actually in there 2 weeks ago, and man, it looks great. And I haven't personally raced in that old pavilion building since the 90s, 1994 to be exact.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to bring it back to the old pavilion, and it's going to be fun, man. We're going back. The Kicker Arena Cross Tour is going back to a Saturday, Sunday format.
Okay.
We're doing away with the Friday, Saturday stuff. We're going back to a Saturday, Sunday. We're going to showcase the pro riders with a gnarly track on Saturday.
Very good.
Then tame it down a little bit for the amateurs on Sunday.
Yeah. Awesome. That sounds like how it was when I was a kid. So, I mean, I always enjoyed that format back then.
You know, I was on tour with them all this year, and kind of behind the scenes thing, we couldn't tell anybody about the, us being the new guys or whatever. But a lot of the, I wouldn't say complaints, but a lot of the issues the pro riders had were sharing a track with the amateurs. You know, it's like, building a track that you have to cater to the 50s and the pros is challenging. And the pros don't like it, and the amateurs don't like it if you build a gnarly pro track.
Right. Yeah, for pros that they're riding on a mini track, there's no separators. Right.
So we're going to bring it back to a gnarly track on Saturday for the pros. We are going to highlight what I'm bringing back the old 85 expert class. Remember those days?
Yes, sir.
I think I do remember that, actually. Yeah.
So, well, back in my day, it was 80 expert, and it was a big deal. It was like, it was like what you see now with super minis, but that term is just awesome, to for the crowd to hear that and to hear, oh wow, 85 expert. That's just, I don't know. I like the way it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Are you going to try to make it to where it's like for a 65 to be able to hit what I used to call the catapult, the finish line? Are you going to make that kind of a challenge? So it's like because I know back in the day, a crowd would get pumped up when they seen a 60 hit that jump or an 80.
Yeah, it will be pro night and 85 expert with fast 50. That's it on Saturdays. Amateurs on Sunday, so the 65s would race on Sundays. And yes, there will be a catapult in every round.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
So get pumped up, man. Get pumped up with me. This is great for Oklahoma because we're a couple of Oklahoma boys, Robbie McQuarrie and myself, and we're making changes for the better of the sport in general. Not just, we care about the sport. We thought going into this deal, we thought the entire time is we can make a better mousetrap. That's it. We're trying to make it better for you guys.
That's awesome.
No, I mean, that's one of our main goals of pit racing. We're trying to help build the sport back to what it was when we were young,
Yep.
And it's awesome to hear what you're doing. I mean, I love to hear that Oklahoma Motocross is building back more and more every year,
Yeah. Thank you for saying that, and help us spread the word. And I'll know more about the final schedule here in about probably 2 more weeks, and we'll be really hitting social media with that final schedule. I really didn't want to say a whole lot yet, but heck, we're on the phone. Why not talk about it?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, be sure to, tag us in it or whatever. We'll share whatever you want.
Absolutely. And you guys need to get out there to some of these events, bring your easy up and set up and do a show at some of these events.
That'd be awesome.
For sure.
I think we're all a little bit old and scared of arena cross anymore, but we definitely come out.
Pit racing will be there.
Hey, don't be scared. We're going to tame it down for Sunday amateurs. You're going to have fun. It's going to be a blast.
Super will be all right for Sundays. We'll get knocked the rest off.
Oh yeah, I'm not forgetting about how fast Snap is either.
Oh shoot, those days are gone.
Heck, I may just roll a 4-wheeler out there and let hhim show the crowd what he can do.
Woo! Hey, now we're talking. The old quad god. Got to put it down.
Yeah. So no, actually, we have when we bought the National Series, we inherited some of the standalone. So we're going to keep those. Those are going to be run under the old format. We've got Gallup, New Mexico in July, and Grand Junction, Colorado in August. And those are going to be run under the old format. But come November, for the national tour, we're going to change that format to the Saturday, Sunday, and go big and big and better.
Are you gonna so the standalone events? Are you gonna integrate them into the series, or are you gonna leave them as standalone events?
Hobbs, New Mexico, is going to be a part of the national tour now.
Okay.
So yeah, Hobbs, New Mexico has been a standalone. Yeah, it's an amazing arena. Oh my God, I was just there on Tuesday. We've now created that, or we've now, what am I trying to say? We've now put that into the national tour. Gallup, New Mexico is still a standalone event. Grand Junction, Colorado is still a standalone.
Okay. How does that work? So that is like the pro purse and everything still the same, or is it different since you're not part of the big show or the big series?
It's basically the way those work are you're just not chasing the AMA number one plate for those standalone events.
Okay.
The national tour is from November to March, and that's the one that Kyle Peters has won 3 years in a row. And so then after March, everybody takes a little break, and then you have a few standalone events throughout the summer.
Okay. Yeah. So the standalone events, basically, if you're a pro, you can show up and try to make some money on a weekend kind of deal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think, don't get me lying, but I'm the new guy. But the Gallup, I think, still has a pro purse of $9,400, I think, or $9,800.
Hell yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's still a good purse for a pro rider.
Yeah. I tell you what, we've been scheming up for a long time. We're trying to figure out ways to make the pro purse bigger at the state championship races so that more people will show up.
Man, I don't even want to touch that subject, but if I were to touch it, right?
Yeah.
If I were to go down that road.
Hypothetically speaking.
Here's the deal, man. And I'm a promoter. I've been doing this a lot longer than just Bub's Creek. I've actually ran a few racetracks, but in my opinion, here's the deal. These promoters are going to have to take more of their sponsorship money and put in the pros' pockets. And that's what I've been advocating for the last 30, 60 days. I've been on the phone with these teams trying to get them to come back to Arena Cross. And that's the deal, man. Here's the deal. You get I don't know, let's just throw a number out there. You get $100,000 from Fox Racing. A big majority of that needs to go in the pros' pockets. I mean, come on, man. I have a real job on this already. Okay, so does Robbie McQuarrie. We're doing this for the sport. Now, if it's amazing and profitable, hell yeah, we're going to do that. But my goal is to put the money back in the pros' pockets.
Yeah. Well, and I think that may be the issue that gets run into with the state championship stuff is that a lot of the people running these tracks, like that's their main source of income.
Yeah, and I don't mean for that to come off negative towards any promoter. I'm not calling out any promoter.
It's just us girls here. You can say whatever you want.
Hey, it's just coming from a guy that's I've chased the pro arena cross and the pro supercross and outdoor nationals. I've chased that. I've lived in the van and the hotels. That's what has to happen. It has to. Okay, our Arena Cross series is not going to be the road to anything. It's not the road to Supercross. It's our own standalone series.
Yeah.
So it's time to start letting these guys make a living in Arena Cross, like Dennis Hawthorne did, like Buddy Antunez did. I mean, those guys made a living off of Arena Cross. It wasn't something you went to because you couldn't make Supercross. Are you kidding me? Dennis Hawthorne had a national number of 32 one year. I think 24 even. It wasn't because of that. It was because that was his specialty. You know, he specialized in that. Look at Tyler Bowers. He made a living off of Arena Cross for years. In my opinion, he needs to come back.
Oh, I agree. Daniel Blair.
He would kill it.
Daniel Blair,
Absolutely.
you know, we listen to him on Supercross on the weekends, which, by the way, is a badass announcer. I love having him out there.
Chris Blows was racing AMA Arena Cross when I was like 12 years old.
Yeah, I remember. I remember the days. Do you remember that? What's that?
Josh Demuth.
He was a savage.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, dude.
I've been on the gate
beast
with him. I was scared shitless.
Dude,
kill me.
That guy could.
Go ahead.
That dude's a beast.
Oh yeah.
But no, that's what we're bringing it back. We're bringing back to Arena Cross. And if you don't believe me, just watch and see. Okay. I mean, that's our goal. That's what's going to happen. We're going to put some money back in the pros' pocket.
That'd be nice. That'd be awesome.
I mean, one thing I know about you, Jack, I mean, I know we haven't known each other real long, but just from being around you, I can tell you're somebody that when you say you're going to do something, it's going to get done.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that, man. I really do. That means a lot. And my big thing is I don't want to half-ass anything. We're either going to do it right or I don't want to be involved.
Right.
And if you know Robbie McQuarrie at all, he's the same way.
Yeah.
So, heck, I don't know how we got off on this. I plan on just talking and holding my beer and shooting the shit. But
no, I love it. I mean, you can talk about it as long as you want. It's really cool to hear about all this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks thanks for letting us in on this. Sounds like it's not really public news yet, but when it is, we'll be happy to share it.
Yeah. It's no secret anymore. When we were at Raynard's, we were both, McQuarrie and I were both walking around spreading the news. This deal has actually been in place at the week before the opener of Kicker, but we couldn't say anything all season long. Not that it was. I don't think anyone was really surprised. They saw him at each event, just kind of shadowing Todd. But I don't think it was a huge surprise. But yeah, now the cat's out of the bag, and now it's the rumor's true. Yes, we're doing it.
Cool. So what is Todd? Is he retiring? What's reason I asked?
So,
Todd's he's a client of ours. We clean his pool and stuff. So I know him.
Todd's a what?
He's a client of ours at Crystal Pools. We take care of his pool and stuff, and so I know him fairly well.
Yeah. So
is he just passing the torch on?
Yes and no. So I'll tell it to you like this. So when you make a deal this large, we wanted to have Todd stick around for the first year.
Okay.
So you will still see Todd at these events. He's taken on more of a role of consultant. So that was part of the deal. So you will see Todd at these events. I mean, gosh, how do you get rid of Todd? He's awesome. I mean,
he's done
so
great.
much for the sport. Yeah, he's amazing. I've actually been on the road all week with Todd in New Mexico. So we just got home today. And so, yeah, Todd is like a huge mentor of mine. Short story real quick if you've got time. Todd used to run a track out in Bixby called Allen Ranch.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that.
Okay, so yeah. Ted Allen owned a ranch out there. I think Ted's passed by now, but it was Allen Ranch. It was like a boys' ranch. So I think it was troubled teens or something would go out there, live and work and all that. And so there was a track out there. Todd and his brother JD ran the track. And when I was 16, they shut that down. And that was my first ever job. When they shut that track down, I was like, man, we don't have a place to ride. And so I went to Ted Allen and I said, hey, can I reopen this? And so we made a deal, and he took a little bit of the gate money. And back then, gosh, gate money was $5 a person. I mean, so it was crazy. So I reopened that when I was 16, and I think I ran maybe 7 or 8 races. So that was my first ever job. So why I say that is it's surreal to become in full circle now that I'm taking over another Todd Hammock venture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is. That's awesome. Cool.
You're a born and bred track promoter from what it sounds like.
Man, if we could get the county off our back at Bubs Creek, guys, you guys would see so much more. We're just so restricted out there.
Yeah.
So when this Arena Cross deal came on, I was all about it. I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such a shame that all that stuff happened.
And we'll still keep pushing for Bubs Creek. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm thankful that we're at least able to have races once a month. You know, I'll take that. You know, in the beginning, that was supposed to be just a private practice track for my son. Mm-hmm. And so I'm thankful we can just do once a month.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I drive down through there, I think about the complaints that people had about, it looked like an interstate. People come down and flying through here, and I'm like, dude, I'm just in my truck with a bike in the bed, and I don't want to do more than 15 miles an hour.
Right.
Yeah. It's just crazy. But Yeah, I was worried y'all were going to get shut down completely through that whole deal, so I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, and we had a good event last weekend. It was a small turnout, but like I said, I don't want to complain about a small turnout or this and that. We're out there, we're riding dirt bikes, man.
Yeah.
How bummed out can you get on a dirt bike? Good God, it's a Sunday morning and we're riding dirt bikes.
Right. Yeah.
So
day.
I like to be, glass half full kind of attitude.
Yeah, for sure. That was the border battle, right?
Yeah, the Missouri-Oklahoma border battle. And the round 2, I believe, round 2 is up at Four States Moto Complex, and it's on Memorial Day weekend. And I haven't been there. I've heard awesome things about that track. I think they're even going to have a live band one night.
Really?
Awesome.
So you guys might check that out. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, those border battles it's a really awesome idea on paper, but it seems like they've had a hard time getting a lot of people to turn out for them, at least in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of tracks. Now you've got, Jeremy Thomas has 2 tracks, and, OMC is just amazing. Raynard's is awesome. I wish Raynard's raced more.
Yeah.
But, you've just got a lot of tracks out there. Jandebeur's has 3 tracks on his facility. It is what it is, but, I think there's room for everyone. I try not to ever step on somebody else's date.
No, I agree. When we were kids, like, there was Cooperland, River Valley, Sand Valley, Anadarko, Area 51. There was probably 5 tracks or so that shut down, when we were in our late teens that we always went to. And so it's good that there's been some more tracks kind of open up to fill in that old gap.
I agree, man. I'm for it. If I heard of 2 tracks opening in Tulsa and Okmulgee, for dirt bikers, like I said, it's like, let's go ride dirt bikes. Why are we worrying about, there's too many tracks? How is that even in the conversation?
Yeah.
How are we talking about there's too many tracks?
Right.
That's just unreal to me.
Should be happy there's more tracks.
Absolutely. That's my attitude, but you hear a lot of negative talk between track owners, and I just don't want to be that guy, man. I just don't want to be.
It comes down to it's either a pride thing or a money thing, and you're apparently a pride thing. You love motocross, you love to see it grow, you just want the best for motocross. And some people maybe don't see it that way. That may be where the line's kind of drawn.
Right. And I get it to some extent. It's not my livelihood, but so I get it to some extent, but I still think there's room.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It's like a podcast. Come on. I'm a podcast guy calling into a podcast. You know how many people have a podcast?
Oh, God, yeah.
For
millions and
Joe
millions
Rogan,
and millions.
Exactly. For someone to get mad that someone else started a podcast in their same city is ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, hey, tonight I want to see what Austin Dixon's doing. I want to tune in. You know what I mean? It's like, why am I the only one that can have a podcast? It's just, I don't know.
So Jack, speaking of that,
I'm a karma guy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Speaking on that, we had a couple guests that we had kind of had in the works that didn't really work out for this week. And, and so we're kind of last minute. We kind of lacked on scheduling, I guess, but we were kind of looking for a guest for tonight. And you came to my mind, and I actually thought about hitting you up, but then my neighbor Cade here, we brought him in, but I wanted to bring you in, and that's kind of funny now that you called in because you're here. So it's kind of funny. Like, I didn't tell Austin or Cole. I thought about you, but didn't mention it, and now here you are. So it's kind of funny.
That's cool, man. Hey, I'd love to come in and be a part. That studio looks kick ass, and let's do it, man.
Hey, whenever we do this, we try to do it every couple of weeks, but it just kind of depends on our schedule. So we'll get you on the radar for the next couple shows for sure.
Awesome. I appreciate it. I can't wait. Let's just make sure you have a couple of beers on hand for me.
Oh, believe me.
Don't worry about that.
That won't be a problem.
Yeah, we got a beer fridge in here, but yeah, I think once you get that everything in set in stone for the series, that would be cool to bring you in, and we can really talk about in depth on what you have on the table.
Awesome. Yeah, let's do it.
Hey.
So I should have everything ironed out in 2 weeks, and I'm schedule. So I'll let you guys know when as soon as the schedule is complete, and let's do that.
Yeah, let's get it on the docket. Sounds good. Hey, speaking of which, so the Moto live show, where's that at? Where's it going? What's the plan?
Man, we did the entire we did 3 rounds of the Hoosier, and then we switched over to kicker because of our plans that nobody knew about. So
Yeah.
I switched over to that. We did every round of every round of kicker, and then you know what? We did an Arlington Supercross show at the Sheraton Hotel, and that was actually turnout. I mean, we do it right in the lobby. I mean, we probably had 60, 70 people, with the bar audience.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't really have an agenda. I mean, I don't just make it up as you go.
Yeah.
The podcast was something we wanted to do because we talk moto 24/7 anyway. So why not roll tape, right?
Yeah, that was our exact thought when we did it. What's funny is like we posted our first show, and it was like your first show came out like the day after, or the day 2 days after, and we were like, holy shit.
I know, and that was not on purpose. I swear to God, that was just.
No, we knew that. We were like, we know what it took to do ours. There's no way he just all of a sudden did it.
We were kind of like, what the fuck? But then I was like, no, like it takes some thought and planning to get this moving. He had that going at the same time we did.
Yeah, I had to get Kennard booked. 60 days in advance for that first show. But no, I broke my femur at Mini O's that year, and so I'm down and out. Jackson had a shoulder issue, and I thought, how do we stay current with the sport? And I thought, let's do this. We talk. I mean, it's hard to go to work at Colt Express. That's what we do, trucking.
Right.
It's hard to go to work and not talk moto all day with Randy Pine. I mean, my wife walks in and she's like, guys, separate. You go to your corner. I mean, so that's where it came out of. It generated out of that. It was like, hey, let's do this. And so, yeah, there's no agenda. I don't even know what our next show is. We're just, when I see an opportunity pop up, we'll grab the cameras and go do it.
Yeah. We need to get together, because I think I could, or at least I would like to, if you're open to it, help you guys out a little bit with some audio stuff. Cause I think we could get it going to where do some really simple things to where you guys get really nice, clean audio.
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
I'm all about it, man.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Hey, little side note, Jack, is Randy kind of holding fort down at Colt Express?
Man, he is my right-hand man. So, guys, I could talk to you all night, so you just better shut me off. But
no, I just kind of, I mean, I did HVAC and stuff, so like your company used to deliver equipment out to us often, and I'd run into Randy, and like I just thought it was kind of funny. But it seems like Randy's kind of holding it down these days.
Yeah, he's our branch manager for 3 locations actually. So our Tulsa location, all of our dispatchers are sitting in Tulsa, and they're teaching our Springdale, Arkansas drivers, our Tulsa drivers, and our Oklahoma City drivers. We have those 3 locations, and Randy runs all 3 locations right there from Tulsa, and he's my right hand man. I brought Randy in. Oh gosh, I want to say, yeah, it's been 6 or 7 years. I brought him in, had gotten real sick with multiple sclerosis, and we were in the hospital every other day, and I brought him in. I said, man, I need you to just shadow me, and I'm going to have you run this thing, because I ended up taking her to Mexico. You can't get stem cell treatment here in the U.S., not for what she needed. You can get stem cell treatment for like an elbow or something, but she needed brain barrier breaking stem cell treatment. Oof. So we took her to Mexico. We raised the $55,000, and we took her down there, and she was a pioneer. She was one of the first of 500 people in the world to get this done.
Wow.
That's insane.
You could say she was a guinea pig.
Yeah. How's she doing, by the way?
She hasn't had a relapse since we got home.
Wow.
So that was in 2017. She hasn't had a relapse since. Our group down there, our 15 or 16 people that were in that Mexico group, were from Australia, Germany, Scotland, a few people from the States, all over. We're still in a Facebook group today, and everyone's doing awesome. I mean, has it anymore.
That's cool.
It's a shame that the U.S. will not allow that.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it needs to turn around, but we'll see
You
how that goes.
You gotta seek that treatment, guys. If something's, I mean, she's my best friend. So when something happens to your best friend, I mean, good God, you take a dog to the 24-hour vet at 2 a.m., right? I mean, so you got to seek that treatment. You got to figure it out for yourself, and that's what we did. I don't care if it's in Australia.
That's a cool
I would have
story.
taken her there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool story.
Yeah, I can remember. Shout out to Bob Jandebeur. I remember going to that benefit race he did for you guys, and that was amazing. The support that was showed to you guys there.
Yeah, Bob is amazing. He's such a cool dude. We raised $16,000 that night at
I still have I have a T-shirt and a koozie from that night, and I was bought raffle tickets for that Harley and all that stuff, and everybody there. It was cool.
Yeah,
everybody was
Kenny
there
Bartram,
in support of her.
Yep. Kenny Bartram, Anthony Murray came in and did that for free. I mean, that was awesome. I mean, and I hope that everyone there would know I would do the same.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm really happy for you guys that worked out, and the American medical system is fucked up. We could talk about that all night. We know that. Oh, I think we lost you there for a second, Jack.
And took bigger, and I mean, they're out there battling bar to bar. Jackson was leading, and
hey, Jack, can you
yeah.
restart your story? We lost you there for a second.
Oh yeah. I said when you start talking about stories like this, it's like the Moto family comes together, and what I'm talking about is just like they came together for Tana.
Mm-hmm.
You might have an enemy on the track, and you're battling with him for 2 or 3 laps, and on that 3rd or 4th lap, you go down, and that's what happened this weekend, right?
Damn it!
And he goes down on the last lap. Dylan Ray pulls over, takes his helmet off, and checks on him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of Moto family I want to be involved with. I mean, that's what we do.
Yeah. Well, we did the same thing. Mason had I think it was the first Winter Series round you guys had there. What was that? A year and a half ago, something like that.
Yeah, about in that time frame.
Mason, well, you know Mason real well. Yeah, Mason had a really bad crash, one of the worst we've seen in a while on the back part of that track, and me and Supernaw both stopped to make sure he was all right.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, man. It's like, hey, put aside your national. We're at Bub's Creek, man. Put aside your differences or whatever it is. Forget about that first place trophy. That's how I view the moto community. You pull over, you check on him, and Big missed out on a first place plaque. You kidding me?
Yeah.
You guys are awesome for doing that.
Right.
I don't know. I like to live my life that way.
I think we lost him again.
You there, Jack?
You there? Yeah.
We're kind of we're getting a little fuzzy. It's kind of breaking up intermittent right now.
We might have to let you go. You're cutting out pretty bad.
Okay. Hey, thanks for having me, guys, and keep kicking ass.
Yeah, we will. Appreciate it, Jack. We'll get you in here in a few weeks, and we can do a full show.
Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good night.
All right. Thanks for calling, Jack. We'll see you.
All right. Bye.
Well, that was a pretty big news drop there.
That's
I
pretty
think
cool.
I knew a little bit about that, which has been hush hush. He also let us in on more detail, but I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Should be pretty cool.
That's
like
honestly, if things go the way they're talking, you're going to see some Supercross guys racing arena cross.
Well, I mean,
of Supercross.
Like you kind of were hinting a little bit earlier, like when I was growing up, like arena cross, it wasn't Supercross, but it was a big deal. Like I have like Buddy Antonez, like all those names, like they're in my head. Like when you're a kid, you love dirt bikes, you have certain guys in your head. Like all those arena cross guys were in my head. Like, big deal.
Yeah, so
big,
it was
big news,
it was big back then. Like it was. Now it's like down on the pedestal.
Now there's, I mean, the only thing I've heard arena cross lately was Peter's dominating the entire season. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like
which I feel like still in the last year or two, it's been bigger than it had been prior to that.
It's been coming like the last 5 years, whatever. It's been coming up.
I feel like once Bowers left, and then Zach Ames and Steinke and
that series died.
It died out.
When did it? That series completely died. Though. When was that?
I don't know what year. Probably
because I mean that series was a pretty big deal then.
2016, probably.
Yeah, that seems about right. But yeah, I'd love to see that series come back.
So, Austin, we had a missed call. I don't know how well this will go, but we had the future pit racing member Lake Snap trying to call in.
Oh, okay.
We'll do a quick call. See, this may get haywire. So these are my kids that are 3.5 and 6 months, but we'll see. Past their bedtime, we'll see how this goes.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, this is the Pit Racing Podcast. We had a missed call.
What's up, Blake?
Dad.
Hey, Bubba.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Hey.
Where's Cade? He's sitting across from me.
What's up, Lake?
Huh?
Hi, buddy. I'm here.
That's Cade. Hey.
What are you doing?
I'm watching my school bus.
All right. When are you going to race Jameson on that Stacy?
When are you going to race Jameson? When? When are you going to race him?
Thursday, Friday.
Thursday and Friday?
Hey,
All right.
hey, Lake,
Thursday, Friday.
we need to get a pit racing bull, Lake.
Get ready to ball.
There we go. There it is. I love it. That was awesome.
Hey, who's going to win? You or Jameson?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
I think Jameson could beg to differ.
Definitely.
That's what creates competition.
I can win. I can beat Jameson all day.
That's what we like to hear. That's that pit racing representative right there.
He's got too much of his dad in him.
I love it.
He's got more of that.
Hey, if you want to be a racer, he needs a lot of his dad in him.
What are you saying, Austin?
What am I saying? I'm saying that for the last 2 races, he spanked my ass. So
Yeah.
If he wants to be another,
Not as bad as I wanted to.
if he
but
wants
I
to be
did.
an AMA champion, he's got to have a little bit in him.
Yeah. I'm afraid he might have a little bit more of his Uncle Corey in him.
oh, hopefully
He's
not.
a little too wild.
We don't need none of that lumber out on the
No,
track.
I may have a sliver, but not a whole lot.
You can do a summer flip.
Well, thanks for calling
Okay.
in, Lake.
They talk to you later.
Bye, Lake.
Bye.
Pit racing,
Bye,
bud.
Daddy.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you, bub.
Love you.
Caller number 15.
This is the Pit Racing Podcast.
Boy,
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
pit racing, boy.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Who do we got on the line?
This is Eddie. Eddie Mitz.
Oh, how you doing, Eddie?
Oh, pretty good.
Oh,
Just
shit.
driving down the road.
Yeah?
I see when you posted people to call in. I was like, hell yeah, I'll call in.
Hell yeah.
Pit racing.
Ah, it's good to hear from you. Where you headed to?
I'm going out to my wife's job. See if I can win some money.
Oh, does she work at the casino?
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect. That's my place.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Y'all, hey, I didn't get to talk to you guys too much at OMC. How'd everybody do?
Good. Caden, well, we struggled with the bike. His bike broke down twice. He crashed once, broke the clutch lever, and then in practice it died and wouldn't start back.
Oh, really?
And I guess it was the kill switch went bad. I figured it out before his first moto, so that was good news. But he crashed I entered him 450 and 250, and he was leading and crashed in the 450 and broke his clutch lever. I got it back together for his 250, and he was the very last moto.
Yep.
So he won the 250, first moto and won the second moto in 250. I didn't make him race the 450 second moto because he had a DNF in the first moto, so I was like, don't worry about the second moto.
Oh, okay.
He got the overall, so that's good.
Heck yeah.
How old is your son?
He is 15, just turned 15 March 12th.
And he's racing the novice class, right?
No, 250D.
Oh, okay.
Beginner
250D.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, he ain't been racing real long, has he?
No, he just started last year. Last year was the first Blanchard. The first state race was his. So ever, he'd never had a gate drop ever in his life.
That's awesome. Hey, show up to a state race with no gate drops. That's pretty intense.
Yeah, we didn't know what we was walking into. Whenever I got up there on the gate, I was like, "Man, there's 36 riders on this gate. What are you gonna do?" I'm gonna try and beat them to the first corner. I was like,
"That's the attitude right there."
Yeah. That's a great mentality, especially in them two classes. You got to get good starts, otherwise you end up in carnage.
Yeah, and he's been doing really well with starts. He'll in the at Raynard's this year he got 3 whole shots out of 4 motos. So
that's great.
I'm really impressed with him, how far he's come in such a short period of time. So
yeah, well, hey, you went to that state race and you got 8 up, didn't you? Because you've been going to all of them ever since.
Every one of them. We missed 3 last year, and he finished overall 7th in the 250D class.
Yeah.
Which he gets mad at me for entering him in the 450, but I'm going to keep doing it. I don't care.
Oh yeah, you need to.
More.
Yeah, you need to. It's better for your fitness, and also 250, 450, especially in that class, it really don't make much difference.
Well, the first state race he won. He got the overall in both classes, 450D and 250D.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Look, you were pissed off at me, and look, you go out here and knock it out of the park, man. What's up?"
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, more bike doesn't mean faster lap times all the time.
No, but he's been doing real well, man. I'm real proud of him. I built him a track at our house, and he just rode and rode and rode and rode and rode every day. I mean, literally go over there, and he'd spend 4 or 5 hours over there riding, and he put in the work, and it's showing. So proud of him.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, hey, Eddie, we got another guy calling in, but I appreciate you giving us a call, man.
No problem. See you guys.
All right, we'll see you, Eddie.
See you, man. Bye. Nick Howard.
What it is, dude?
Racing boy. You got that crawfish, boy? What's good, boy?
What's up, my dude?
Oh, shit. Not much. What you up to?
Just chilling, man.
Awesome.
I was scrolling through Facebook, and I saw y'all's Facebook post just now, and I was like, let's give him a call. Say what's up.
Yeah, you're a lucky caller 99.
Dude, they're coming in. They're coming in hot. We can't even keep up.
That's sick, dude.
No, just kidding. You're like caller 4, maybe.
Oh. I was pumped for y'all.
We've just been throwing numbers out there.
We're pumped. We got calls coming in.
Everybody that's called, we've given them a different number.
That's hilarious. Am I going to see all y'all tomorrow?
Hell yeah, you are.
Oh, dog.
Hey.
I'm excited for that.
How's that injury healing up?
Dude, I rode at the 500 today for the first time.
Oh, did you really?
October, yeah.
I seen you out taking some laps in the yard.
Badass ride that KDX 200 mint condition.
Oh, it ripped.
I didn't see that.
Condition.
It ripped too, dude. I was surprised. I think my dad's had that bike since 06.
Really?
Yeah. Dude,
shit, I probably know. Shit, if he's had it that long, I probably know what bike you're talking about.
It looked like it was fresh off the showroom.
Yeah.
Hell, I mean, was it in your garage when you were living in Concord back in the day?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, he's had it since then.
Nick, I got a quick question. Are you still like in the Sand Springs area?
Prattville.
I am.
All right, so I was in Prattville yesterday, and I was at Minuteman, and there was like fucking 10 Corvettes and a Lambo rolled up. I'm like, what's going on here?
Oh, for real?
I didn't know if you had any info on that.
Oh no, I didn't even see that, man.
Yeah,
I had no clue.
This Lambo was clean too. I mean, I've seen some Lambos, but this thing was clean. A lot of Corvettes. We can get off that subject. I was just kind of curious if you knew what was going on there.
I know that bike.
No, I hadn't heard nothing about it.
Yeah, it was cool.
But yeah, dude, today was my first time back riding since October. I felt good. Felt real good. I've been training in the gym. I'm going to put some hard motos in once their shoulder heals up a little more, and I'm going to come race with you guys.
I was going to say, when you get tuned in, you need to hit some state races with us.
That's what. Yeah, dude, I'm excited for that. I plan on jumping in the class you guys are in and banging some bars with you guys.
Dude, the plus 25 class is deep right now.
It's where to be.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's really deep. Like, me and Chase have been looking like a couple chumps the last couple rounds. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah, everybody asked me, like, at work and stuff, they're like, how'd you do? I'm like, oh, we got 7th place. And they're like,
showed up.
They're trying to, like, not be rude, but like, oh, good job. I'm like, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the 6th or 7th place.
Yeah.
That deep, huh?
Yeah, dude. Like, the top 5 at both rounds so far have been all either current pros or ex-pros.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting, man. I'm excited to jump in.
Yeah, it's been cool. Hopefully,
learn some stuff.
Hopefully, Jandebeur's has the same kind of turnout we've had at the last couple.
You'll have to come ride the Snap compound. We'll get it. It's rideable.
Is it the same layout as it was, Chase?
Yeah, it is right now. I haven't rode it much lately, but I mean, it's still. I mean, I run the tiller through and it's ready to ride.
Are y'all riding tomorrow?
No, I have to work.
No.
I have to work tomorrow. I'm on the pool store summer grind. So
you got some mean background noise going.
I'm at Pearl Beach right now.
All right.
Hey, we got another caller. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Right.
Nice seeing you, bro.
Yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
See you,
y'all have
Nick.
a good night.
See you. Ziggy.
Pit Racing Podcast, you're on the line.
Caller 55.
Hey, I got you on my phone as Austin Dixon KX.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but back in I think it would have been 2014, I sold you a 2010 KX250 with a blown up motor.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah,
Darren came and picked it up.
Yeah, Darren rebuilt it. It actually was a factory bike from Cowie sent to
Too many
Bogle.
bikes.
I'm sure.
Siggy's dirt bikes is like the modern day
iPhone.
No,
iPhone list.
It's like a strip club owner keeping track of his strippers.
Yeah, that's me trying to keep up my iPhones.
So what's the bike market doing now?
So are you out of? So tell us, are you out of the bike market? Are you? What's up with
Pretty
Siggy?
much. I'm doing real estate.
So commercial, residential, or what?
No, just flipping and rentals. Trying to get into that because there's obviously a little bit more money in that.
Yeah,
but
I saw. So Sheena she's a realtor now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
how's the dirt bike life going?
Dude, his kid's shredding a PW50.
That's all I got going. Go to the track and watch him ride a little bit. We don't go that often, but he gets out there and he's like a typical 6-year-old. You can't get him off the track.
His helmet's like 15 times too big for his head. That's my favorite part of P-Dubs. I was
thinking about getting him into a race down there at J-Bob.
Yeah, do one of the Friday night races.
At old Bobby's.
Yeah. He likes that little track down there.
That's a cool little track.
Yeah, I've honestly. So Lake is 3.5, and he shreds the Stasic pretty good. So I've been thinking about taking him down there and let him race the Stasic.
Yeah. Those things can get squirrely, though.
Yeah,
I mean, that's part of racing. You got to get squirrely before you learn how to ride it.
Yeah. Hudson, he would get on it, and he would, I guess he'd gas it too hard and come off the back and get stuck between the back wheel and the seat.
Oh, really?
Oh, you got to get that traction control installed.
Yeah, we haven't ran into that, but Lake, he hasn't figured out the brakes. He just puts his feet down.
Oh, yeah. Hudson's been doing that, trying to get him to quit that crap.
Yeah. It's not easy.
But we got 5 acres out that redo a house on, and I'm wanting to rebuild it and build a pit bike track on it and rent it out as an Airbnb.
Shoot, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, if you could build a nice track,
Where's that located?
McLeod, right over by I guess it's called West Watkins Lake.
Yeah, it's literally like 5 minutes from where I live. This is Austin, by the way.
Yeah, Austin lives in Harrah.
I live in Harrah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
You should go over and check it out.
Yeah.
See the land.
Yeah, let me know. I'll come over there. I got, I work from home most of the time, so I got time.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I just bought a 19 CRF 110.
Hell yeah.
So you still are buying bikes. All right, now I thought you were done with that.
That was just for me, to ride around with Hudson a little bit.
Hey, it all starts like that. I know how it goes.
But those things are fun as shit. I rented one out at J Bob last time because I didn't have anything, and my fat ass was scooting around that track, tearing it up.
That's awesome.
I would have loved to seen it.
Yeah, my 110 I just bought. I already got a rear flat. I'm a little too heavy for those things.
So did you get rid of all your inventory?
Yeah. Actually, I just got back an 07 KX 250F and an 11 KX 250F.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I had a guy.
That's the market, though, is used bikes.
I had a guy from Shawnee working on them, and then he moved, took them, and never got around to fixing them, and then he was ghosting me, and I finally got them back. I didn't think I was going to get them back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so.
Well, it sucks that Darren Thomas ghosted us, too.
Yeah. I stopped by and talked to his mom the other day.
Yeah, I know.
I figured.
Yeah, I still talk to him, but he refuses to work on stuff unless it's a boat.
If you don't have to deal with a 10-pound bass, he probably ain't trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, man, my Abby Garcia's not. I got gears cranking up. What's going on, man? You think you can, pull this thing in? I pulled my 250F in there, and he just said, "I don't look like a fishing pole."
Oh man, yeah. All right, well, I just thought I'd call in and check out what's going on.
Hell yeah, man. We appreciate you calling in.
I know the bikes are expensive as crap these days.
Hell yeah. We if you're wanting to get a KTM 350 like we've all been riding, you're looking at about 10, 5, 11 grand, something like that right now.
Man, no thanks.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
What's a payment on something like that? Like $250 a month?
It's around 200. Yeah.
Mine's $198.
Yeah.
What's yours? Oh yeah, I forgot. Free. What's yours?
Well, I put a good chunk of money down on mine, so mine's like $90.
So you're in the ballpark from like 200 to 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah, really. I mean, considering how high they are, the payments really aren't too bad on them. But yeah, it's still ridiculous. I mean, by the time our kids are racing, they're probably going to be 15 grand.
Oh yeah, yeah. So hey, I saw Atlanta. Did they move it to outdoors?
Yeah, they're running it on the Atlanta Speedway, just like Daytona.
Which they did that last year too, but it's basically a replica of Daytona.
Yeah, they run it on the infield.
Yeah, and I think that 112-foot triple is going to go down in history.
Yeah.
Atlanta last year, I think they said the amount of ground space it covered was 3 times the actual length of most Supercross races.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like they're running like 40 to 50 second lap times, and I think it was a minute 20 or something last year.
Makes it cool.
I went and watched Atlanta Supercross back when Stewart and Reed were battling, and I guess Filippo and Dungy were all there. That one where I don't know if it was Reed took Stewart out at the end.
I was there, 2011.
Yeah, I was there at that one too.
You should have been there. That was my debut of my first pro race on quads. We raced like an hour from there.
But yeah, I was going to come to it, and I was like, fuck.
Then BL's
You said no, I'd rather go watch dirt bikes. I'm going to miss some heat races for these quads. I ain't doing it. That's probably what you said.
I don't blame you.
I meant to make it there, and I was like, man, I the first 2.5 hours into the trip, I had to stop, pull over, and take a nap.
Yeah. So we hauled ass right after the race, and we made it. I think we caught like the last LCQ, and then the mains is all we made.
Oh yeah, that was probably one of the best Supercross.
But yeah, we saw. I think it was Reed took out Stewart.
Yeah, it was.
right-hander.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. But
Anyways,
anyway.
Thanks for calling in. We appreciate it. This call-in deal we thought we were going to get one or two, and now all of a sudden they're just popping off. So it's pretty cool.
Good. That's good. I don't think I've listened to one since you guys had Darren on.
Well, you better get on it. We got this is going to be 16 of them we got lined up.
Yeah, you got a full week's worth of listening.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Take it easy.
All right, we'll catch you later. Shit,
So
boys, we've been on here. Yeah, go ahead. And
for those of
tell
you
people
that
who
don't know,
was.
that was Ziggy's Dirt Bikes, as most people know him. He used to basically buy and sell used dirt bikes. He'd buy them. I knew him before he got into that from Darren Thomas. Obviously, that was my mechanic. They were good buddies, and he would buy used dirt bikes. Didn't matter condition, blown up, mint condition, whatever. And sometimes he'd buy one, they'd put graphics on it and sell it. Wash it and sell it. Or like Austin sold him a blown up bike, and Darren rebuilt the engine and sold it. And there was a little bit of profit. Not a whole lot, but he would do multiple bikes at a time, and that was
Darren hooked me up when he did that. I mean, I think he told me they made like $100 on it or something.
Yeah, he did.
It.
But I mean, they'd make a few $100 normally at least on each bike.
Yeah.
But you do 4 or 5 at a time, and it was. At that time, the market was pretty good. Sometimes even more, but
yeah.
Anyways, that's the background of Ziggy. I think it was Ziggy's Dirt Bikes.
Yep.
Was what he was
Shane
known as.
Sigmund, if you don't know, was Siggy's Dirt Bikes.
Sig. What up, Sig?
Anyway,
Come on, Siggy.
we're coming up on 2 hours here, so we got to roll a commercial real quick, boys.
Is your bike looking thrashed right now? Those beautiful graphics you used to send pictures of to your buddies are looking roached out? Then you need to head over to SSI Decals. SSI Decals is our choice at Pit Racing for graphics on all of our bikes because they continue to set the standard for aftermarket graphics in the off-road vehicle industry. They carry a complete line of graphics kits for MX bikes, quads, side-by-sides, sport bikes, snowmobiles, you name it, they make graphics for it. The kits are made from highly durable, ultra-pliable, wreck-resistant vinyl, and they're easy to apply. Their triple-layer, aggressive 3M brand adhesive will not come off, and it'll hold up to even the most unforgiving conditions. So if you need to freshen up your bike for this upcoming race season, head over to ssidecals.com, and they'll get you hooked up. Motocross families tend to be really busy. Whether it's working on bikes during the week after work or racing them on the weekends, it's hard to find time to take care of your lawn. Progressive Lawn and Pest in Tulsa has been servicing lawns in the Tulsa metro area since 2005. They've built a solid reputation in the community for outstanding work and ability to follow through on commitment and professional lawn care and pest control services. They use quality products that get results you can see, and their technicians are highly trained and will stop at nothing until you're completely satisfied. They're licensed by the Oklahoma Department of Agriculture, and they've had a Better Business Bureau rating of A+ since 2011. Give Progressive Lawn and Pest a call today at 918-978-5296 and tell them that Pit Racing sent you over there, and give yourself one less thing to worry about around the house. If you've listened to this show long enough, you'll know that I love to talk about suspension, but we know a guy that knows a hell of a lot more than I do, and that's Marshall Plum over at Marshall's Racing. Getting your suspension dialed in is one of the most important parts of being comfortable on your dirt bike, and getting your forks and shock revalved to your weight and riding ability can literally shave seconds off your lap times. Marshall's done the suspension on all of the Pit Racing bikes, and one of the great things about Marshall is that he's always available for a phone call if you need help getting something figured out. With decades of experience in the motocross industry with both professionals and amateurs alike, you can't go wrong with Marshall's Racing. Give Marshall a call today at 405-338-8167 and get your bike dialed in.
Yeah, this show's been crazy. Normally when we put something on Facebook and tell people to hit us up or whatever, it's crickets, but it's just been flowing in tonight.
Shout out to the fans.
And we still haven't hit all of them.
Shout out to the fans.
We still have one waiting. He didn't call, but I said, hang on,
I mean, we got 14 missed calls from the mayor, but you know how that goes. I mean, it's his secretary. It's not
shit,
him,
boy.
Oh,
Popping off over here. Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate everybody that's called in. It's been really cool. Before we call anybody else, why don't we let Cade tell the story of why he has to crutch his way up into the studio here? I mean, we got him here, so we need to talk to him.
Oh, great.
Yeah, how'd you get up here?
What?
How'd you get up into the studio?
It's a long trip up them stairs.
I figured we were gonna have to be carrying him up here, but he toughed it out, crutched his way up here on one leg.
I mean, oxys do a lot for you. You know what I mean?
One step at a time, man.
Yeah, so why don't you, I mean, you can give us as much background as you want, but, you know, you were racing the Winter Series, had the points lead, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know for sure if I had the lead, but I think I just had to beat one guy to take the lead.
Okay, yeah, so you were contending for the points lead in the Winter Series in the C-Class,
Yep.
and showed up to Elk City and thought you was going to lay the berries down.
Oh, yeah, I was
one
ready.
thing led to another.
Elk City, boys.
So why don't you just give us the full rundown?
I didn't have a great start. I was trying to make my way back through the pack, and I seen the guy that I was competing with in points, and it was right by that big triple in the middle of the track, and I decided to send it, and I hadn't hit it once in practice.
I heard backstory from other people. You didn't hit it in practice, and you were talking to people and asking about it.
Yeah.
So it was on your mind. You were wanting to hit it.
I wanted to hit that.
Dude, that
thing.
jump almost needs to go down in history now. How much have we talked about it alone on this podcast?
Yeah,
There's been a lot of people crash
have been hurt
on it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like this jump's almost infamous.
At this point, it is,
I agree.
I think.
We might have to make a T-shirt with this jump, like the layout of this jump on it, and just say, "What is this?" or something. You know what I mean? Like we got to do something for this jump.
Oh, we honestly do.
This jump's getting out of hand.
I can do that. Make a T-shirt that says.
Cade's gonna say this looks like $10,000 to me.
We almost need to dig. We almost need to dig a huge ass hole. Take all the dirt from this jump, bury this dirt, maybe get the dirt that we took out of that jump and rebuild the jump and see what happens. I don't even know, but this jump's getting crazy.
Yeah.
So this jump we're talking about,
the infamous triple at Elk City.
I know we've talked about this before, but I still have to, especially since you're here. Last state series race there, Supernaw didn't practice Saturday. He showed up late because he was washing his bike that Saturday, I think, from the previous race.
I was working. I
think he actually was working
cut
that
me a
day.
little slack.
Yeah.
Then we had a good night. Austin played music. Everybody got hammered besides Austin. And Cole wakes up, or doesn't wake up, and I'm waking him up. And I'm not even racing. I'm there as team manager.
Yeah, you're
Luckily, I'm
manager
managing.
at that point.
Waking Cole up. Hey, dude, practice is starting now, and you're practice 3. And he rolls around. He's awake for about 3 minutes before his practice. He goes out there. First lap, hits that jump. Not lying.
Dude,
never rolled it.
I'm telling you. I've only doubled that jump once. There's no point.
It's
mean,
irritating.
doubling it is not fun.
It just pisses me off.
That's why I went for it.
It pisses me off how he can do that stuff.
Believe me, I'm not as good as you make it out to be.
I know you're not that great.
That jump. Exactly. I'm not. There's great.
just suck.
Great shouldn't be mentioned, but I'm just saying. Like I'd rather over OJ or I ain't trying to double that triple. It ain't worth my time.
I agree. That's why I sent it. I just wasn't ready. I misjudged it.
I have no disrespect.
Anyway, let's let Kay get back to his story here.
The jump.
Sorry, I stole your.
The jump will bite you. We're about to hear why.
No, it's definitely, at least on a 250, it's a 4th gear jump, and I hit it in 3rd, and I about landed on Kyle Gates, the guy that I was trying to pass.
Talk into that mic a little bit there, Cade.
My bad. But I came up short and bounced sideways, and whenever I was coming down the landing, I just stuck my leg out to try to control my fall, and the bike hit my leg and crushed it. End up with 2 plates, 10 screws, 50 staples.
Now before that, you had the external fixator before that for a week and a half or so.
Yeah, before that, for 2 weeks, I had an external fixator on, and that thing sucked.
How itchy
50
was it?
staples.
50 staples.
Damn.
How itchy was that external?
It wasn't too bad.
Not too
Then
bad.
I was in a
Was it
splint.
numb?
Not really. Not with the external fixator. Then
Alright,
they
so-
did a nerve block when they did the actual real surgery, and went inside and put all the hardware in. and I still have a little bit of numbness. It's been over 2 weeks from that, but.
So, kind of walk me through the crash. As it was happening, did you know, like, did you hear any snaps or, like, feel anything? Were you, like, before you landed, or did you hit your head at all? Like, did you know a bone was broken, or did you kind of just land and was like, oh, shit, what the fuck just happened?
It took me a minute, but so basically whenever I planted my leg to tuck and roll, I didn't make it into the roll. The bike hit my leg and kind of slapped me to the ground.
I'll stop you real quick. So, midair, were you like, oh shit, I'm gonna crash, or were you like, oh shit, I might ride this out? Like, where was your mind at during the crash?
So I actually thought I was gonna ride it out, and then got distracted by almost landing on someone. And it wasn't near as close as I thought it was, but whenever I was he doubled it, you know.
Yeah.
So I made up like 20 feet on him right there, and it kind of surprised me. So I was looking at him, and then I get back to where I'm about to land, and it was too late.
So do you think you broke your leg on the impact or on the bike hitting you?
No, it was definitely on the downhill. Like I hit
impact.
No, when I hit the impact, like I bounced, and then I was on the landing at that point, and the tires both hit. Bike kind of slapped down
on you
right when I planted my leg, and it hit right above my ankle.
So at that point, did you know? Like, did you feel something, or was it like?
It took a couple seconds. It was actually during the roll. I rolled and kind of hit a point where my legs hit the ground, and I could have walked out of it.
That probably tore more stuff up as that roll was going on.
Possibly, but I tried to stand up on that left leg, and it was not there.
Yeah, that's exactly my story on my arm.
It was not there. The foot was not attached to the leg.
When I compound fractured my arm, I was like off this whole shot, in the whole shot, crashed, broke my arm, whatever. I tried to put my arm down to get myself up. I didn't even know I broke anything. You know, adrenaline's it's a thing.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's a thing.
And then I had my wife drive me 3 hours to the hospital that was closer to home because we had the kids.
Yeah,
we were in Elk City.
That's even more insane. Like,
so I'm sitting there with a broke leg.
That's
just
a savage
cruising.
story. Like, I mean, you sound like I know you're late in the game. You know about dirt bikes as a kid growing up, but like, I think you have the heart of a dedicated, true, just dirt bike dude.
Oh yeah.
To tell a story like that, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, and I'm 30. You know, I've got a good job,
that
2
dirty
kids.
30, man.
Yeah, well, wife doesn't work, so I really can't afford to be doing this. But
I mean, you're a plumber. I'm an HVAC guy, so me and you are hand in hand in the field. So like, we know what it's like.
Yeah.
Dirt bikes are a side thing, but it's also your life.
You still love it, man.
It's a weird game. It's like you do have to go to work every day, but at the same time, in the back of your head, at every second, it's probably like, what's going on with dirt bikes?
Oh yeah,
it never leaves.
We work to live.
Yeah,
we don't live to work.
It honestly excels you in the field because you're a daredevil at heart.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's how I excelled in the field a little bit, just because I mean, you're not scared of different things, and like you want to excel. So like you move
ladder.
up quick.
6 foot worried about falling off a 6 foot ladder like some
no,
guys.
sir. OSHA is. I mean, I don't know if, I hope OSHA ain't listening to this, but fuck OSHA. God damn, boy, I can't get my job done.
Right.
Luckily, I get paid by the hour. If I didn't, I wouldn't make no money.
No kidding.
I mean, let me tie off to this fucking that, you know.
Tying off's more dangerous than the actual job.
Yeah, I've been trying to say it. They don't listen. Telling you. But yeah, no, either way, the gnarly story. You got to break some bones to be a dirt biker. That's just all there is to it.
Oh yeah.
I wish it wasn't like that, but that's just part of the game.
Reckons racing.
Yeah,
it's part of it.
I mean,
pushing that limit.
You had a bad injury. Don't get me wrong, but I'm glad you made it out as good as you did. I mean,
oh yeah,
that big of a jump, that much speed, like. I can go south.
Oh yeah, and then I also hurt my shoulder a little bit, my hip, and that stuff's fine. It could have been a lot worse on more than just my leg. Yeah.
How do you feel though? Like because like I haven't broke a bone in a long time, but I know as a kid I broke bones, and I feel like I healed quick and good. But like, I mean, do you still feel pretty good? Like you still feel strong?
Yeah, I feel like I'll come back from it, be able to ride again.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, sitting here looking at you, you look good. I mean,
yeah, I
realize your legs all fucked up, but I mean, you look good. Like you happy spirits.
I've been in a damn recliner for a month,
dude. That shit irritating. That'll kill you right there.
Yeah. The mental game, like while you're down and out, it's tough.
Yeah,
especially when you have something that's debilitating like that is.
Right.
You know,
I can't mow the yard.
Yeah, like when you hurt your leg, like I hurt my leg last year, and it wasn't nearly as big of an injury as you have, but it kept me off my feet for a few weeks, and it sucks.
Oh yeah,
dude. For me, like the thing I look at as good for you is like, I don't know if I ain't no doctor, I ain't nothing, but I feel like breaking a bone, like I don't know, as long as you're healthy and you're good, I feel like it grows back strong, and like you recover from that. But like joints, ACL, stuff like that, that's the kind of shit that'll fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Chase was down for a year off of ACL. You know what I mean? No broken bones.
Still not the same.
Like, I guess you did chip the top of your fib or whatever, but
still, like when I bend down on my knees, like to just grab something off the floor, it still hurts.
Yeah, like me personally, I've never done anything too bad to my joints. I mean, I'm pretty sure my knees aren't as good as they should be, but I've never had to get a surgery on my knees or like any of my joints. Like all of my injuries were bones, so I feel thankful for that, I guess.
Yeah, bones are easy; they heal quick.
Yeah. I mean, your bone's gonna grow back stronger. It's gonna grow. I mean,
I don't. I say
you can't replace an ACL. You know what I mean?
I say bones are easy. You have one of the gnarliest bone situations I've heard of in a while.
Yeah, it broke about halfway up the tibia, and the fibula broke down in the ankle.
Yeah.
So that's the one that's kind of a bitch, but
yeah, it's crazy you had to have that fixator. Is that because there was a bunch of fragments?
Mainly swelling.
Really?
Mainly the swelling. It was so swollen. They told me if they opened it up right then, they wouldn't be able to get it all back.
Wouldn't be able to close it back up.
The skin was stretched real tight.
They said basically like you open a can of biscuits and it.
Yeah, you'd had to have a sponge on it and shit like that.
That's they literally compared it to a can of biscuits. So.
Yeah, well, I know when I tore my leg up. Have you ever seen my leg, Cade? Okay, I'll have to show it to you here in a little bit, but.
No bones are broke, but that's way gnarlier of a story than anyone I have, and you haven't broken near as many bones as me.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I've ever told the full story on the podcast, so I guess I can just do it.
No, hey, don't do the whole thing because we're still gonna have an injury pod.
That's true.
Okay.
So,
we have told the full story.
I'll give you the synopsis. Basically, I was at Cooper Lane one time, and I was actually just on the pit bike track, and.
Hey, make it brief because we have told the story before.
Okay, yeah. A kid hit me. I didn't have a lot of gear on because I was just on a pit bike, and foot peg got me and ripped the front of my shin off, basically. Like tore a bunch of muscle out. You could see the bone plain as day from like knee to ankle, and it was wide open. I mean, as wide as you can make the front of a leg,
Like if you cut a shrimp down in the middle and fillet it out,
but if you cut that shrimp with like a really gnarly 4-inch wide serrated blade,
yeah,
and you don't go straight with it, you go a little crooked,
you jag it,
yeah, and so that happened to me, and they thought originally that they were going to have to put a sponge on it because they didn't think they were going to be able to close it up because it had taken a lot of skin off, and it was so wide. But they end up thankfully being able to stitch it up. They stretched it over, and for a little while you could actually see, like my right leg where it got torn up was a little bit skinnier than my other leg was. But then it healed over time and eventually got back to being good. But it was going to be a bad deal if I had to have that open wound for all that time and letting it like come back, and my leg probably would have been all mangled forever.
Right, and then trying to fight infection or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. That was the other thing. Yeah. So I was really fortunate on that deal, and luckily you didn't have to go through that.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like the reward from racing a dirt bike, it outweighs the reward of most injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but like, let's say I go race tomorrow and I die. That's a shitty deal, but
You'd be all right.
How else would you would you rather die?
Yeah.
I mean, if I died racing, that'd be way better than he died in a car, or he died at work. I mean, you can't beat that. So it's a shitty deal. We're all gonna die.
Yeah,
racing's I
agree. That's something.
It's a high risk deal, but goddamn, you can't beat racing. You can't beat the adrenaline.
Not a lot of people talk about that, and I've thought about that. Shoot, I don't think about it much anymore, but I did years ago. We're getting another guest.
We'll call him back here in a minute when you're done with the story.
So years ago, I thought about this stuff, and I didn't really talk to anybody about it. But it basically was something I accepted, and then I really thought about, like you're saying, is I can die tomorrow going to school. Obviously when I was a kid, but a car could get hit and I die. Mm-hmm. I could die flying in a plane. I could die. All kinds of things.
Yeah.
And if I died doing one of those things, it's part of it. But if I died doing something I love, say you're a skydiver and you died skydiving, everybody's gonna be freaking out and crying. But that's what you love to do.
Yeah.
It's kind of
almost any action sport when a good dude dies, that's what they say. Because it's the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
kind of like me starting. I was
it makes
almost
sense.
30
Like this happened to
when I
Cade. This is a
started
huge injury.
riding.
And obviously he's ready to ride again as soon as he can. So it's just that mindset.
Well, I mean, the thing is you only live once. I mean, you only get to do things one time. So it's like dirt bikes. If you've never rode them, ride one and tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
The feeling you get is the reason you're willing to risk your life doing it.
My mom had a hard time for a little while after Jesse Masterpool died.
Oh, she had a hard time after your leg injury.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Our pit bike game changed after that.
Yeah,
let me tell
it
you,
did, for sure.
I mean, we were fully geared on pitters. Boy.
Yeah, but when Jesse Masterpool died, my mom was like really scared for a while because that was the first time that we had like seen somebody that knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
You know, have that happen. Like there was a guy that died at Extreme World when we were young on quads, and no disrespect to the guy, but you know, he was out there in like overalls and cowboy boots racing quads. You know what I mean? Like it was one of them deals like, the guy, you know, probably was riding over his head or whatever. Like
Right.
you can explain it away to where you feel better about it.
You make yourself seem like, oh, that won't happen to me because I'm more prepared.
Right.
But
like
no.
I have more skill
I mean,
or whatever.
As a human or as anything that lives, just expect to die at any given day because it can happen at any given moment. So if you think about it too much, that's your biggest mistake. Why would you think about it?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna happen to you. Just live your life.
Yeah.
You know, be it. My biggest thing is treat somebody like you want to be treated.
It's true.
I ain't the best guy, but goddamn it, I try and I try to have fun. If I die, which I will, I die. So
You sure? Sure you will.
I don't know. Maybe something will happen. Maybe an alien will abduct me, and I'm Houdini.
All right, we gotta call the mayor back.
Dang,
he's
how many
calling
calls
in.
have we
to
got
the-
Fuck, what's this? 210?
There's quite a few.
Wait, no, I think this is caller 355.
One,
Oh, it
two,
is.
three,
This is 355, right?
4, 5, 6, 7.
I was gonna say 199.
Times
Blake's
355.
Blake's gonna be caller number 8.
355.
Caller one.
Pretty crazy.
355.
This Blake.
Shit, boy.
Oh goddamn!
What's up?
Hey, you been out on the campaign trail or what?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get as many votes as possible. Been rubbing elbows with city council folks.
Hobnobbing. Hey, you want to hear a hilarious story? So
Yeah.
when we was at the Cowboy Club last weekend, so you know Aldridge and his wife were there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I go and sit down with him when I was taking a break, and he goes, I'm gonna be honest with you, I had no idea until tonight that Blake wasn't actually the mayor of Wilton.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's classic. That's awesome.
He said, he's like, dude, I was impressed. I was like, fuck, he's like not even 30 years old and he's the mayor of the town. That's awesome.
Hey, tell me this real quick. Does Oilton have a fucking mayor?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we got everything.
Oh, and you ain't it? Oh, God, I'm protesting.
I want to say, is the mayor, doesn't he live across the street from Kelsey's parents?
Yeah, new mayor does, yeah.
When are you running, dude? We're going to support it.
Yeah, we can get that guy out quick.
Man, I'm really just trying to stay out of
The politics.
I don't want to be part of that.
I think you got some.
Sounds you're on that.
I got to tell you, I built a football field for the Little League, and they're building a football field for the high school also at the same time. And I got a message the other day and said, hey, just so you know, there's rumors going around at the council meeting that they think that the football field, so you're involved. I said,
yes, sir.
I said,
That sounds.
don't have nothing. What?
It sounds like mayor stuff right there.
I said it don't have nothing to do with me. What I did is done. There's no way it can flood. And what they're talking about is closer to town. And I said, they got an architect out there and engineers.
let them worry about that shit. And you guys worry about fixing water lines and bullshit like that.
If you keep this shit up, it's gonna be Blake for president for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, anybody can vote or anybody can register. So
yeah,
why not be the mayor?
I mean, there's a lot of headaches come along with it. I ain't trying to have headaches.
You try not to, but you get yourself involved. Let me tell you, you don't be the mayor for no reason.
That's just natural. Hey, so Blake, bringing you back into the dirt bike world.
Spank Dog.
How's the races been going? Well, I know how they've been going, but Supernal hasn't been there. Tell them how Spank Dog's been doing.
Oh, he's been on fire. He's been riding good. He's
I love it.
Doing better than normal.
He's wanting it. I've been saying he's got that fire under him now.
Yeah, I
he wants
agree
to go out and do good.
He don't just want to ride and have fun. He's figured out, hey, you push it a little harder, you can get another position ahead. You know, like it's not just play riding no more.
Yeah, he's actually been fighting hard on the track, making passes and stuff, taking inside lines.
Yeah, he's always done that, but it just seems like he's got a lot more fight in him.
Yeah.
We'll see how he does at J-Bob's. That's the next one, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the next one coming up in a few weeks.
Bobby's.
A couple weeks, actually.
He's actually at J-Bob's right now with his grand.
Oh, he's out there right now?
Him and his cousin. Yeah, they're racing pit bikes or whatever at J-Bob.
Oh, doing the Friday night race?
Yeah. They try to get me to go, but I'm too busy.
I mean, when you're the mayor, you got fucking obligations.
Yeah, rough elbows. You can't.
Hobnob with town folk, we got it.
Yeah, building ramps.
Dude, I've been working in Stillwater, and sometimes I'll pass through Yale, and I feel your presence just when I roll through. I don't even hit Olsen, I just hit Yale,
So
and I can feel you. I ain't lying.
So you've been 3 miles from my house on the super slab, and you don't even call, stop in, have a beer.
Listen, I'm going to, but I got an old lady now and obligations, so I gotta pick and choose. I can't just be like, because if I roll into Oilton, there's a good luck I ain't leaving Oilton. You don't just go in there and just, you know what I mean, like, hey, what's up, and then leave. I roll in and, hey, what's up, coma. Then you might see me the next day.
That's even better. You got a shorter drive to work halfway there, you know.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I've been trying to figure out how to play. I like to calculate things a little bit, but no.
But here's the deal also, Cole. You lie to your friends and I'll lie to mine. Don't lie to me. And I know Haley don't have you on lockdown. She wouldn't care if you stayed there or not.
Nah. No, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a dog guy, and I miss my dogs if I don't go home to them.
That's why you don't get mad if you're in the doghouse.
Oh, you know me long enough. You may be the only dude that's seen all my dogs, and that's a long list, but it's a tough deal. No, we'll make it happen though.
How many dogs you got running around at the house now?
3 dogs and a lizard.
That's too much to keep up with.
Well, that's why she stays home and keeps up with them, and I go to work.
That's why you stay at O-Town. You got a dog keeper.
Shit, it ain't nothing like back in the day. I had about 12 dogs and.
Yeah, but I got like 1 million less square feet than I used to. I used to have 106 acres. Now I got 1,200 square feet.
0.1 acres.
Pretty much.
Heck yeah! How'd everything go tonight, boys?
Dude, it's been crazy. We've had so many people call in.
Dude, you're literally caller number 355. We've been rejecting dudes left and right because we knew you were calling in.
I was trying to be caller number 9 and get that hockey puck.
You're actually caller number 8, believe it or not.
I mean, next caller is number 9. Yeah. It's gonna be Ryan Nichols.
Caller number 13
He's been trying with that Hoot owl.
Caller number 13 does get a black cat, but we're still waiting on that one.
We better get Kyle on the calling in then.
Where are you at right now? I heard some background noise.
Sounds like he's headed to some wild women.
You headed down to the Cowboy Club?
I really can't say on live TV.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This guy's so like undisclosed. Like you don't know what he's
Incognito.
doing. The mayor. I mean, hey, he is a mayor. You know, mayors don't.
There's classified information.
Exactly. You know, he's gotta consultate with the town folk before he let us know.
You're right.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Blake.
How them fish biting, Bo?
I've been meaning to tell you, my wife is going to murder you the next time she sees you.
Why?
Oh, she shit her pants.
Hey, when you come in at 4 a.m. last weekend and did a donut.
Yeah, boy.
You threw a bunch of dirt against the trailer. And,
shit, boy.
And it was super loud. And, you know, your truck was like, oh. And she jumped out of bed so fucking fast. And, like, she thought you were getting ready to plow through the trailer.
Hey, it probably wasn't far off.
Dude, she was so wound up over that. She wasn't mad, but like it scared the shit out of her, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot more to that night in the story that I'll have to tell you guys a different day.
Oh, I'm sure. I couldn't believe how late you got back.
Listen, we took limo rides, broke down like 4 times, got a ride back to my truck. Like, yeah, it was a bad deal.
Jesus Christ, in the span of 2.5 hours?
Yeah, we only made it about 8 miles. So,
Fucking life of a mayor ain't easy, boy. Let me tell you.
it was something else. I mean, the guy that picked us up, we rode on a flatbed back to my truck.
That's fucking awesome.
But I heard there's a rumor on the street that I might spend a couple practice laps at Jandebeur Saturday.
I was just about to ask you, like, where are you at on suiting up?
I'm gonna ride a couple laps Saturday.
What kind of bike? Where you at? I mean, what you doing doubles? You rolling? What's going on?
Oh, we'll see. It's an undercover deal.
Well,
yeah, if you want to ride a hot machine, I got that 48 ready.
Yeah, I got options.
I mean,
Out
mayors
there,
normally do.
I just want to turn a couple laps, and I like that track, you know.
Oh, yeah. It'd be good to see you get out there and get a few in.
Cole, you gonna ride?
Oh, it's on the schedule. I won't miss it. I'll turn down side work. I don't give a shit. I'm going.
You got the bike washed?
Still waiting on Chase to pick it up.
Bullshit! I tried to get you to bring it to me twice.
No, it'll be washed. I'll put as much pro prep on it as I can to make it look clean. But god damn it, dude, it's been their grip. But it's the bike. The 721 will be on the track. I don't know how he'll be riding. He'll be trying to scrub and shit. But I'll be there and I'll be racing.
Trying to scrub.
We got this SSI commercial on the podcast right now, and it starts out by saying, "Is your bike looking thrashed right now?" And Deep said, "Yes, sir."
Yeah, I'm definitely. We got new graphics on the way. I'm definitely gonna have to get it polished up before that.
Yep.
You think they'll be here before? Oh, before the graphics, yeah.
Yeah, they'll be
But
here
they
before the state
They
race.
ain't gonna be. Oh, they will.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping.
Well, they should be. I mean, hell, we ordered them a week and a half ago.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
They should be here.
We still got another couple weeks.
Yep. All right, Mr. Mayor, we got to roll on with this show here, but appreciate you calling in as always.
All right, we'll see you boys tomorrow at the Big Mud Bug.
Yes, sir. It's going to go down.
All right, guys.
All right.
See you guys.
Catch you later.
Peace.
Well, as most of you know, listening, that's the mayor.
I don't think that needs to be said by now. Good God. What is it, 16
I don't think we have
episodes?
any new listeners. If we do,
hell, I don't know.
you already.
I hope we
you
got
can
new
figure
listeners.
it out who it is.
Hopefully we get new listeners every time. I don't know, though.
Speaking of new
we got
listeners
listeners from all over the country. I know that. Every time I look at those statistics, I'm like, good God, who's listening from Connecticut?
That's what I was going to say. I looked the other day and I was like, dang. Like,
Dude,
It's literally all over the country.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, God, we got
another call in.
Carter?
Blowing up. Josh Carter, you're on the Pit Racing Podcast. Boo. Oh, hold on. We got a problem here. There you are.
Start over.
Oh, you're live, bull.
I'd like to order a large meat lovers.
I mean, I got a lot of meat to give over here. You want it?
Oh, good God.
I
Don't
need
lie to
bread.
yourself.
And calzone, too, really.
Hey, I'll throw down on a calzone.
What are you guys doing, live on the Pit Racing Bull?
Yes, sir.
Live on that old Pit Racing
Yeah,
pod.
this is episode 16.
Golly.
We figured we'd try something new. Bring in
You're running that electric bill up over here, all that mic talking, huh?
Yes, sir. We're waiting for you to send that donation, and we'll pay this bitch.
I had to plug my phone in as many call-ins as we've had tonight. You're like,
My
hey,
God,
hey, you know what? You're caller number 9. You're going downtown, bull. The Hoot Owl.
6 or 9, baby. That's what it is.
6 or 9 every time. Let's go.
Did you drop the Addy for everybody that wants to go to Crawfish? What?
Crawfish. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. It's going to be a party.
I mean, it's Pit Racing. It's a community project.
Yeah, that's true. No, the community festival's in July, that party in the pasture.
Boy, howdy.
Oh, you better
I'm
be
fired
there,
up.
bro. Be there.
I'm
Be there.
pre-gaming for Party in the Pasture right now.
You better start prepping now.
You going to show up with a dirt bike or what?
I don't even really know how to ride.
You never did.
We never do either.
I know it. But I'll probably be there anyway.
There ain't no problem, boy. Skip that and just be like, I'll be there.
No,
bro.
I'll be. Hey, Party in the Pasture going to start about 3 weeks prior.
Dude, once you hear this podcast, you'll hear kind of the more of the intro. But I told everybody, I'm like, if you're gonna go to the Party in the Pasture, prep your liver now. If you drink 24 a night, cut it back to like 12. So you better start cutting it back.
All I'm doing is I'm in conditioning mode right now.
No, if you're prepping, you got to start doing more. You got to get it up.
No, you're prepped. You want to lower it a little bit so you can maintain.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
No, you got to do like 2 more a day.
I mean, I shouldn't be talking to Josh about that kind of business. I know he's got it under control.
He'll tell us how to do it.
Yeah.
I lowered my start time. I just started drinking earlier.
See, he's already giving advice.
See, that's what I'm saying. He'll give you tips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
hey, all you
Party in
kids,
the Pasture is pretty wild.
all you kids out there that are serious racers listening to this, don't do drugs. Say no to drugs.
drugs are bad, okay?
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Don't do drugs, but if you do drugs, do the good ones.
So where are you at right now, Josh? You out of state or are you in town?
Oh no, I'm in America. I mean Oklahoma.
I'm in America.
Oh, that me too.
Yeah. I'm solid in between Cushing and Drumlight somewhere.
Shoo.
America is the best state.
Hey, America is a pretty good state. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've lived
not
here
bad.
all my life, but it ain't bad.
A lot of people can't say that, you know.
Hey, what's old Harold up to?
Geraldo, he just got a new top
Hey,
end.
Geraldo, he's got a brand new bike, rebuilt motor. Hey, it's coming out the woodwork come Okamogi.
He rebuilt the 16 model?
He had like almost 200 hours on that thing.
Jesus.
Dude,
178.
178.
Oh my God! On one
It's
top end.
178 on the stock bottom end.
He'd be on that limiter
So
too.
what do you got? New crank, new top end, everything?
New crank, top end, cylinder, the whole shebang.
Damn,
Hey, he even
she's
got
about
new
to blow
grips, so he
up.
knows it's gonna go 200.
New grips?
Yeah, hey, new grips and bars.
I mean, you get a new engine, you got to have something to hold on to.
I guarantee it. He's been running the same grip since 19.
Yeah, that won't work with the new top end. Let me tell you.
No,
Hey,
you can't even
Josh.
afford that.
Josh,
You can't afford to hang on.
I just thought of this. Are you guys going to ride somewhere tomorrow? Because your dad asked me if we're riding tomorrow somewhere, and I said I got to work.
I'm getting ready for my crawfish bowl right now. Just pre-gaming. a little
Okay,
bit.
well, I was just thinking this. Really, if you want to,
If you want to.
Dad, you can go ride the Snap compound tomorrow, and I'll tell you where the key's at for the tractor with the tiller.
I just, it'd be nice, but I ain't trying to come out there and set world record lap time.
Oh, you bust my lap time.
I don't blame
Yeah,
you.
you might set the whole pasture on fire doing something like that.
I done. Yeah, it's bad. It's a bad deal. I burned the starter up because I saw it in every fucking corner.
Oh man!
I got headlights coming at me. I don't know who it is.
Hey, you been on the road working, or what you been doing?
Nah, I'm back home now, just chilling.
Yeah.
So you're sitting.
I heard the pit racing just took off, man. Went to the moon. I was like, "Fuck this! I ain't traveling no more."
I ain't got a wedding invitation. What's going on?
Wedding? Who's getting married?
Oh shit! I just word on the street. You know how it goes.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's crooked ass street, ain't it?
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Nah, hey. Tomorrow'll be good.
It's gotta be good.
What time are you getting there? On time or show time?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of easing that way right now.
Oh,
Really.
okay. Yeah, just slow creeping your way. Make sure you get there.
Yeah. Hey, Chase, let me know when you get home. That way I can kill my truck. I'll probably be sitting in the driveway. You can park by the road tonight.
Oh, shit.
Man. Sounds good.
All right, boys. Well, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, sounds good, Josh. We'll see you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, pit racing, boys. Oh, fuck, about put her in the bit. Here we go. We'll see y'all.
God damn.
That old boy is wound up.
Bro, we opened up the pit racing line and it comes coming.
It's coming in hot.
Yeah, I thought we were just going to be begging for a caller. And next thing you know, caller 59
we're way cooler than we think we are, I guess.
No, not really.
No, we ain't cool.
We really ain't. All you guys talk about is fucking drinking Millers. Sitting in here trying to talk about dirt bikes. Oh, beer? Beer, yeah. Let's talk about beer.
I mean, we race dirt bikes.
God damn. If that, Josh just sent a message that if that don't win an Oscar, this shit is rigged.
Hey, ask him if he's going to slap somebody or not.
Oh, fuck. Oh, hey, what's the word on the street about Bob's? Did they end up doing some track work or what?
Dude, I hope they do because he has not done any track work in so long.
I know.
And believe me, I am probably Bob's number one fan.
When it comes to the national track or just Bob in general?
The national track. Love you, Bob. But the national track.
But not your number one fan.
I don't know what it is about that track. I could ride that track all day and never get bored. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's the hills, but
the heels?
There's just something. The fucking heel.
I was I was listening back to our last episode. And somehow it got brought up. He goes, "Oh, we're talking about getting healed up."
No, heel. That real heel.
Jesus Christ!
Yes, the real heel.
Yeah. Joe Wanna, believe me, will fucking cure life. Anyway, anywho, anyhow.
You know where that started? We were driving down to Thackerville to get a car with Craig one time, and we passed this huge billboard for a dispensary, and it said "Heal yourself" on the billboard. That was all it said,
and it stuck.
That's it. Joe Bob's dispensary.
We passed by Cade to fill you in. Passed by a dispensary or wherever you can get weed. He goes, "Oh, there's a hill."
There's a hill shop.
I hear hill, Hill,
Right.
hill,
H-E-A-L.
It's a heel. It's a heel. It heals you up.
That heel store.
But like on the last podcast, I finally listened back to it because I hate listening to my self-talk. So I normally don't listen. But I did. And he goes, "Oh, we're talking about getting healed up."
Hey.
Someone on the line over there?
Believe me. It's medicinal.
Josh Carter calling back.
Hey, it's medicinal.
We're gonna decline that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you can't go much further. Medical grade. Come on now. Medicinal.
It's medicine.
For those who don't know, Zubernal doesn't even smoke weed.
I don't participate. But goddamn it, you want to get healed up? Just go 2 miles in any direction in Oklahoma. You'll find one.
No one at this table participates, to be honest. But
Cade does.
Hey, no disrespect to anybody out there that does. If that's your thing, hell yeah. It's legal now. Legal beagles.
I don't care if it's. I
have nothing against it.
I'm more about the illegal shit. I think that's probably where my beef comes from.
You're such a fucking liar. Hey, back to Bob's.
Dude, I had a good conversation.
Hey,
we're getting off on a fucked off tangent.
So,
here.
Bob's, have we talked about the next state race?
Oh yeah, we're talking about changes.
Talking about changes to the track.
Changes.
Yeah. Does anybody know for sure if they've made changes?
Nobody knows.
If it wasn't 10 o'clock at night, I'd call Bob.
Hey, we are raining. Weatherman, were we supposed to rain tonight?
Oh yeah,
It was supposed to rain tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
man, they got the
now
shit
that
straight.
he hears drop.
So if you guys hear a little shh,
It's my fault.
It's Weatherman didn't tell us. It was.
I called the government and told them they better get them sprayers
They
going
started
full
spraying
force.
on us.
I told them to turn on the heart machine.
I mean, it's just like right now at this point, if they're listening to the podcast, they're just gonna be getting a little bit tired, and that rain calms you. So perfect.
Yeah.
How could you beat it?
I was trying to get them bread and milk kickbacks from Braun.
No, real
So
story
back,
though, right
so
now.
back into it. Bob's,
Will Bob change the track?
Jandebeur Bob's.
Yes
So Jandebeur Bob, national track.
Bobby Bob,
Everybody loves
Bobby's.
it. And they've reached out asking people for input on what they need to change, this and that, to make it better.
Did Bob reach out or did people reach out?
No, Bob actually said, "Hey, I'm looking for input on the national."
Yeah,
track.
he understands how it is. So, anyways, either way, state race is gonna be fun. I always enjoy that track. I love the pit area under the trees. We've experienced storms there.
Yeah,
We've
every
experienced-
year there's been a severe thunderstorm roll through that track.
Yeah.
I hope it happens again this year because it's always awesome.
It's fun. Whether we get rained out or not. Like, we got rained out. And
You think it's fun? Think about me.
We
I'm
got
having a
rained out. And
blast.
we just like heck yeah, we're still having fun.
All right,
We'll come back and race in 2 weeks.
What is the verdict? Are we changing tracks, or do you think we're gonna be the same?
Well, here's what we need to do. We need to have another show before Bob's race, and we need to call him.
Yeah, we'll bring
Say,
him
"Hey,
on.
what's the lowdown?"
I mean, listen, I love Bob. I mean, his movement has been massive. Like, he spends so much money, does so much shit, in my opinion, for motocross in this area.
Mm-hmm.
But goddamn, we gotta reamp this outdoor track.
Yeah.
I feel like it was I don't feel like I know it was way more gnarly the first time I ever rode it. And it was about when it first opened.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking gnarly. But we just need to kind of change it up.
Yeah.
Like, and he could do so many small things, in my opinion, and this track would be next level.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this track, if
That's what he's asking.
If he takes down every jump on this track, to me, I would still fucking go out there and ride it. I don't know what it is. Certain things you can't explain. I just love riding that fucking track.
Yeah.
I think, like Chase said, like the trees, like for me pulling in, parking in the trees, I just feel cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, God damn, like, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Like, this shit's fucking cool. Like, I'm hanging out. I got trees over me.
Yeah.
Pecan trees.
I'm going out and riding dirt bikes, but like, no. Like, he could make the start longer. He could reface some jumps. He could, I mean, I don't know. He could do a lot, but if he doesn't change the track, I will still like it. If he does change it, I will be like, yes, sir, moving in the right direction.
I think he makes some changes, and actually, so the post that got
Hold
made.
up, one thing I think he should do.
Okay.
Because this is old school as fuck, and I've only seen this on one track in my entire life. Was at Cooperland, but like, he has the ability to make an insanely gnarly off camera.
Yeah, he does.
Right there after that tiny table, right there where the little stands are in the middle.
Yeah.
He could make an insanely crazy off camera. And off camera,
Which it kind of feel like it was more gnarly.
It is, but it's half-assed. Might as well make it.
If he builds no berms on the inside or the outside, and
Yeah.
just makes a fucking wall.
Yeah.
That will be the most insane off camera you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And off cameras are so tough.
Yeah.
Because they get a little dry, they get a little whatever, they get slick, but
and it'll separate.
Off
separate
cameras
people.
are like Cooperland used to have insane off camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I remember like you couldn't even stand on it. Like, you know what I mean? You either had to judge that section so far before you got to it, just to set yourself up to get through it. But like, he could do something like that, and that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, like, he has all the power to do whatever he wants with that track, and no matter what he does with it, I will still enjoy that track because I don't know why. Like I said, the trees, something. It's a cool ass place, and I love it.
So the post that went out, he said, well, a lot of the comments there was a lot of comments on it, but then Taryn Odell said, you know, I'd really like to see everything refaced. And
I seen that.
A couple other things, and then I said, like, you know, basically we just had a show where we talked about this, and everything Taryn said is pretty much what we said on the show. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, like mine and Taryn's comments probably got some of the most likes on that post. So I feel like a lot of people agreed with what we said on that.
Yeah. He needs to change that step-up triple. I have no problem with the step-up triple how it is, but
yeah,
it could be a lot funner, safer jump.
Yeah, and we went into a long discussion of this on episode 15, so I don't think we need to rehash it. But, yeah, there's so much potential on that track. You know, we've
The problem, here's what's funny to me. Like, no disrespect to Bob, nobody, but, like, I feel like he built the track in the best way he thought he could, but I feel like he built it in the most basic way possible. And I'm not saying that was his intentions, but that's how it kind of got built, but it's still so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
So imagine if, like, because, like, if you wanted me to sit down right here and build that track, I would probably do something worse than what we have.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, like, what was built was really fun, but there's still so much potential to have on that facility.
Yeah. And this is not to say that any of us could do any better, but
yeah,
I would
like I
like
just
to.
said.
I think it would be the coolest thing ever if, you know, like the four of us were just given that piece of property, like a blank canvas,
dreamland,
just to like think about what we could possibly do about it. Like that would be so fun.
Dude, I don't know. Like, the place is cool. Like, anytime you have hills, it's just like a golf course.
Yeah.
You add so much more potential and, like, coolness to a facility.
Yeah.
Because, like, who doesn't want to show up to a track and, like, see it on a hill?
Mm-hmm.
Like, see uphill. Like, if you roll up to a track and it's all flat, I'm not saying it can't be a good time, but it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But if you roll up to a track and it's on the side of the hill, you're like, holy shit. Like, look at that step down. Look at that step up. Like, your mind just immediately just starts racing a little bit, in my opinion.
I was thinking about this. So, like, one of the things about Cooperland, I mean, not the whole track, but several parts of the track, one of the things that made it kind of technical is, like, a lot of the jumps were right out of a corner.
Yeah.
But they were big jumps with, you know, kind of uphill, downhill, steep faces and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you think about Bob's, like, all the jumps, there's a long run up to them. You know,
Yeah.
even the small jumps.
Yeah.
And so that makes it like it makes the jumps less impactful on the feel of the overall track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you've got a 60-foot step up or something, and you've got like a 50-yard run at it, if not less, that makes it a lot more technical, and it's a lot more like impactful on the flow of the track. Whereas opposed to take that same step up and give you a 150-yard run at it, well, then it's just like,
yeah,
you know, you go right over it.
I kind of think, so Bob is like a real, like, public, openly figure to, like, motocross. Like, he wants, like, you've never seen a dirt bike? Well, come here.
Yeah.
And he does a good job of,
Yeah.
like, doing that and, like, giving you
Trying to
small
introduce
tracks.
new people and
But
stuff like that. Yeah.
As much as he doesn't ride the back track, I think that's a perfect opportunity to be like, okay, let's make this thing pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Because, like, he never opens it, and when he does open it, it's people that do ride motocross, like,
Yeah.
not like the average guy he has walk into the shop,
Right.
comes and rides, like, people that know how to ride motocross and do ride motocross and come to this track. So, like, let's kind of up the ante. Let's see what we can do. And you can make big jumps safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a 50 is not going to hit a fucking 80-foot jump.
Yeah.
But, you know, roll it all, you know, you can make it safe. And he has the most potential. And like I said, I'm not the guy to sit here and give you advice on how to build that. But I'm just saying it could be done. And I wish it would get done, I guess, what I should say. But I will tell you, I've already said it just now, but, like, the track, the most gnarly I've ever rode that track was when he first built it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that downhill section before the step-up triple,
Yeah.
that shit was gnarly. Like, I remember hitting, like, a triple or something downhill line, and it was, like, if I fucked up a little bit, I was done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Also, a lot of which it could have been better at first, I can't really remember, but, like, a lot of the landings, I feel like for how big the jump is, the landings are kind of rolled off. Like,
Yeah,
the finish line is the best example of this. Like, that's a big jump. It sends you really high.
Yeah, you wish there's a little more
Yeah,
steep.
like you need a little bit more of an angle to make a smooth landing on something like that. Whereas the way it is right now, like, even if you hit it perfect, it's kind of a slap.
Yeah,
you know?
either way, you're kind of you're kind of gonna land a little hard.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'll tell you one thing that's funny though is like, so you hit finish line, go up to the end of the start, hit that little turn roller. I think another like little table roller, and then that little rhythm section.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I love that little rhythm section. I don't know why.
Oh,
because
I
it's
do
like
too.
the little
You triple in,
triple double.
That's
because
it's difficult. Most people don't jump into it like you do.
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's like that shit to me is fucking fun. And then like the only problem, well, it ain't really a problem with the next corner because like sometimes the inside does get shitty and the outside does get fast. But like you never want to have. And I don't know how to design this, but you never want to have a corner to where one line is going to dominate it.
Mm-hmm.
Like because at that point it's like, why do you have a corner?
Yeah,
'cause everybody's going to go to the same fucking place.
Yeah,
but
that's apparently that's a really hard thing to do because
honestly, it is harder than
it's hard.
You think about like it's harder said than done.
Well, really, I think
easier said than done.
The best way to combat that is you build a berm, like a big berm, to where you can rail the outside.
The potential to go really fast on the outside, or have a good rut on the inside.
Yeah.
Or before the inside rut, like the line how it is now, you make a big like a roller before you go into that rut. So it's like you have to slow down before you hit that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now though, if he did this, like so you hit that roller in or you hit the inside, then you hit that off camera table. With that table's like 10 or 30 feet, whatever. Small jump.
In the middle?
Yeah. After that. Yeah.
It's probably like 50, but
it's tough to hit from the far right.
You know what I'm talking about, right? We hit that section, that little roller section I was just talking about.
Where you triple in? Yeah.
Inside left.
Oh, that table.
Yeah,
before the off camber?
That table is tiny, but it's kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
So if you had that same table, but then there was just a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Imagine what that would do.
Yeah.
So I just thought of this
crazy.
too, though.
Yeah.
So Cole, when you're talking about that left-hander where everybody takes inside rut.
Yeah.
Say they left the corner flat, an inside rut, and then you got the outside that's way out there.
Yeah.
But as soon as you come out of that rut, there's like a little double or a little like two rollers.
Yeah, to make you
so
have to
to
hit
where
some.
like you come out of the rut and you're ahead of the guy that hit the outside, but then you got these two rollers or a double you have to hit to where if he hit the outside, he's gaining on you there.
Yeah.
Something like that is what you got to do.
Something to equalize so it's like everybody's not going to go to the same place and immediately gain time.
Right.
No, I understand. Like normally like
But you said, it's hard.
If it was pitch perfect, you would have that corner very flat, and you'd have an inside rut that would get stupid deep.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have an outside that was like pretty smooth. So like it would kind of like, are you a good rut guy? Because you could go inside and maybe gain some time. Maybe you're not a good rut guy. Go outside and gain some time.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can kind of put that corner like in perspective, kind of like Loretta's, to where there's a flat corner. But there's 15 fucking ruts.
Yep.
So it's like, hey, what do you want to do? You want to go inside and hit the gnarliest one, or you can go outside and hit a little safer one?
And so in
maybe gain
that
a
corner,
little time?
how would they make it where there's multiple ruts? Add in a bunch of sand, mulch, like what? How do you?
I mean, I'm not a dirt guy, but I do know moisture, and his dirt does rut up, but it's just like
it dries up quick.
He has a hard time keeping moisture in it.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I have. That corner's just kind of, I don't know. I mean, the corner's not too bad, but it's just like not enough people go to other lines to where you're going to get like multiple lines in that corner. Yeah. So that's where like we need a little bank to where it's like, okay, I'm not going to hit inside, but I have the ability to go really fast around the outside. Have something to bank off of.
We're still talking about the left-hander after that little triple, right? Like triple in.
Yeah, that little rhythm section.
That's yeah.
I mean, if Bob has moisture in his dirt, you're gonna get ruts everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
it depends on the day and whatever.
I think we said this last time. It's similar to Branson dirt on pretty much everywhere except that top side.
Yeah, I mean, I think that dirt could be similar, and Branson had way more riders, so
yeah,
there's no way you can avoid that many ruts.
Right.
That's why Branson, those corners get so many ruts.
Yeah.
There's so many riders. We don't have that many riders, so we're not going to get that many ruts.
Right.
Which is cool. I mean, that's fine. No, I mean, nothing wrong with that, but that's why you see so many ruts at a place like that.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a state race. We're not going to get national level track development, but.
No, and I don't want it.
You know what? This would require a lot of dirt, but another cool idea. So that tabletop in the middle, just make it one of two things. Make it either like a big step up because you're kind of coming from down below on that jump, you know?
Yeah.
Like make it a big like elevator type deal.
Pretty cool.
Or like a big camelback.
Because the way it is now, like for us, we have to let off a lot to
Right.
not over jump.
Yeah.
And it's still a big jump.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that is Roost Daddy
Oh
Central.
God.
Boy.
Yeah, that spot and then before the big
out.
that spot
the
before
whole
the big
track,
triple.
the Roost hurts.
Yeah. Before the big triple is probably the worst because you're just on the pipe and just.
I will tell you though, after that table, I love the next section.
With that little kind of sketchy roller jump.
I love the sweeper after that because it normally develops like quite a bit of lines.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sketchy, whatever. And then like the next thing's cool.
And it separates
And
who's
then
fast and who's not right there.
The switchback is awesome.
Yeah, the switchback's
and
really
then
cool.
jumping downhill.
Yeah.
I love
But
that.
also, too, so after the tabletop, you sweep left, and you have the option to jump that roller into the double.
On the inside,
where there's
yeah.
only, the B and upriders jump into it.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's a cool. It's so basic, but it's so cool.
Yeah.
There's a point there. Like that's a perfect spot to where it's like, oh, okay. Like I'll go inside and hit a bigger roller, or I'll go outside and hit a smaller roller. But it's like, oh wait, I can go inside and jump roller to roller.
Mm-hmm.
So that, like you just said, like that's a cool spot to where they designed something that was pretty badass. And then the next section, like when there's a lot of people there, it gets pretty gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's cool. And then like after that, you go left, right, and then roller downhill, and you can jump that roller as far as you want.
Yeah.
And it's cool. And then the next corner normally does develop a lot of lines.
Jumping down that hill.
Which is cool. Like,
that corner at the bottom.
I wouldn't change that corner at all. I would leave that bitch as flat as I could.
Yeah.
Because the inside will get really gnarly.
Yeah, because it holds water, so
Yeah.
it gets really deep.
The sweeper can get in a lot of ruts too.
And then lines just start developing after that. Like, it's like, okay, like most people for some reason, I think it's what they're taught, what they know, but they're like, I want to go just inside.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, hold up. What if I swing out wide, and sometimes that outside line will cut across and go inside, and it's fast as fuck.
Yeah. And speaking of that corner,
we broke fucking bobs down so much.
I know, like
I just love bobs. Like
we need to get into this kind of detail with more tracks.
Bobs is a play. Well,
Jenny Bobs,
Jenny Bob, Bobby Bob, Crybaby Bob, Love
J
Bob,
Bob, Jenny Bob,
Bob. No, it's a cool track, and like I said, I don't care what he does. I think he's done a lot. Like we sit here and like act like we're complaining. I'm not complaining at all.
I'm not.
If he never changes the track, he put so much work in just to build what track he has.
Yeah.
I'll never complain about that track. I just sit here and bullshit about what I think. We all sit here and bullshit about what we think, but the track's fucking awesome, and I respect that he built that damn track. Like, the track's fucking cool.
I don't think it really got this way last year, but there's been some years on that track at the state race where that sweeper before the step up triple gets gnarly, like a lot of ruts, long ruts.
Yeah, that corner. I wouldn't change anything on that corner to keep it flat as shit.
Yeah,
I would maybe say. I think we've talked about this a little bit before, but like when you come down the hill before that triple, keep going on, and then you can kind of.
Oh yeah,
it would kind of take away some parking, but it would open up the track.
I don't think a ton of people park on that area though, like straight away from where you're talking about.
Yeah,
like they're more to the.
I mean, that's
if you're going down the hill, they're more to the left of that.
Yeah, that's just an option I see. Like you could come down the hill, keep some more jumps, do whatever you want to do, then turn back. You can do whatever you want through there, then hit a pretty good step up triple.
I'd really like to see a steep jump put in before the step up triple. I think that would be cool.
I just know
instead of having like a 200-yard long highway right there, I'd like to see a jump put in right there that's kind of a speed check, and then you roar up the triple.
With that big of a hill, I would want just a dope floater uphill step up.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be money.
Yeah, for sure. While we're on this subject, and this is the next race, when it looks like DeHeap's going to go to the bathroom, but I want to get a little technique advice from you for Bob's when you get back.
Well, while he's gone, I'm going to plug this real quick. Friend of ours or friend of mine, but fan of the Pit Racing podcast, Trent Dawes. He's since the beginning. Austin, I've told you about him. He's always asking me when the next episode's out, and like within the first day that we release him, he's already listened. He's telling me, he loved it or whatever, and ready for the next. Anyways, he comes from the oil field industry, and now he started a food truck, and his kids have raced dirt bikes and stuff, and now they are getting into the food truck industry, and he's going to be at Jandebeurs, Jandebeur's, Bobby's, whatever you want to call it.
Bobby Bob's.
They're going to be there.
Big Bob's.
This actually tomorrow is their maiden voyage. They're going to be in Owasso, I think. I could be wrong. I think at Target or somewhere in Owasso. They're going to have the food truck out. But anyways, he said, hey, we're going to be at Bob's for the state race. Would love to have a shout out. And I'm like, dude, you've been number one fan, one of our number one fans of the podcast. So for sure we'll shout you out. So Fat Boys Foods is their food truck. Actually, let me get my phone here. They've got a limited menu. Let me see here. Oh, where'd it go? I think they brisket, all kinds of good. Let's see here. There it is.
What is it, barbecue?
Well, let's see here. I had it pull up and then it just went away. Okay, there's the menu. So, Fat Boys, they're going to have brisket sandwiches, hamburgers, pizza, Nathan's quarter-pound hot dogs.
Shit.
And you get a you get a plain hot dog.
Nothing a quarter-pounder can't fix.
A cheese hot dog or a fat dog. The fat dog includes jalapeno, cheese, and onion.
Fat dog go hard, boy.
And then hamburgers, the same. You get a hamburger or you can get a fat hamburger.
You want to get a hamburger or you want to get a fat hamburger? Come on now.
Then brisket
Put
sandwich.
that on
you get dry brisket or barbecue brisket. Pizza 12-inch.
Damn. You got a wide variety.
His menu
brisket
is
tacos.
Wide.
I like brisket tacos. That's probably what I'll go after.
Hell yeah. Come out to J-Bob's, get you some Fat Boys.
Then the normal sides. But anyways, shout out to them. They've been fans of ours since we started.
Long-time supporters of the program.
I'm happy to support them as they're starting their new endeavor.
All right, well, let's roll to another commercial real quick, and then we'll wrap this thing up with some how to race Jandebeurs with the Heapy Spavinall Creek Supernall.
If you're looking for a new set of wheels in 2022, then look no further than Stillwater Power Sports in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Stillwater Power Sports is one of the top dealerships in the Southern Plains, and they're a locally owned family business that prides itself on putting the customer first. They carry a variety of products such as motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-side, scooters, watercraft, go-karts, just to name a few, and they're authorized manufacturers of Yamaha, Polaris, Can-Am, KTM, and more. Head up to Stillwater Power Sports today and let them know the Pit Racing Boys sent you up there to get the best deal possible on a new machine.
Tired of your kids living through their cell phone? Experience the great outdoors at Jandebeur's, just 30 minutes south of Tulsa in Okmulgee. Bring a family to Jandebeur's. We've taught over 3,000 kids doing up to ride safely and be good sports, even when they're throwing dirt around one of our 10 tracks. Don't have a bike? No problem. You can rent or buy the right bike from our knowledgeable team. Book a lesson now. Packages available for every skill level. Experience the great outdoors at Jandebeur's Motorsports Park in Okmulgee, Oklahoma.
I take them when I need them. Sometimes I take more and sometimes I take less.
Cade, have you raced at Bob's?
Not on the national track.
Oh, you haven't ridden the national track?
I've rode it and just practice days, whatever.
Yeah. You like it?
I've never raced it. I love it.
Yeah.
Even if it's not prepped, I'll go down there and hit a few laps.
Yeah. You're more than welcome to share your thoughts on anything we're talking about. You don't have to just kick back over there.
It's fun. I just really don't have a whole lot of an opinion on how to upgrade a track. I'm still too new.
But he's nursing that leg.
I'm new. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Let's go to Applebee's. No.
Hey, everything ended up fine. Oh, shit. All right. So, Deep, I know we did this last year when we went through the we did the OSCS preview show, talked about bobs, and I feel like I know there was a few people that came up to us at the race last year, and they said, hey, Supernal, like, I loved your commentary on, how to race bobs and stuff, and I feel like I learned some stuff, so I think we need to do that again. I think we should do that for every state race if we can. Just try to talk about what our thoughts are on how to race the track. I mean, we do that a little bit in the preview show, but we do more of a broad overview in that case. I think when we do shows before each individual round, we can get into it a little bit more. But whatever you think. I mean, we can start off just going around the track if you want, or
on bobs. On bobs, for me, it's like, so the track's normally not going to get too rough.
Right. Yeah, I would say it doesn't.
The worst thing I would say that bobs gets, it depends on the day, on the rain, whatever, but it normally gets a little dry slick.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like I can normally charge pretty hard. It's going to be pretty smooth. So when the track's smooth, for me, I'm going to focus on charging into a corner hard. A rough track does allow you to like be able to come in harder and like brake harder. Braking bumps slow you down. So like if you come in a corner, there's going to be braking bumps at the end of the corner. You can charge really hard
at the end of the straightaway.
Yeah, if you're coming into the corner and there's braking bumps only at the corner, you can charge really hard into it because those braking bumps are going to slow you up.
Mm-hmm.
But at bobs, it flows pretty good. So for me, I just focus on, I come in the corner as hard as I can, enough to where I know I'm going to make the corner.
Yeah.
So, get in the corner, get set in the rut. Don't charge too hard or you're not going to make the corner because you're just only going to get slower at that point. But make the corner, and then they do still have that off camera. It's going to be there no matter what. So I don't know how he's going to do this year. Like last year, he had the inside line and an outside line
on the off camber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of play that by feel. Like I hit both. I hit the outside. I hit the inside. I see which one is feeling better.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes like you practiced 8 o'clock in the morning. Your first moto was at 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really know. Like maybe go scout the track. You should be scouting the track as a racer, in my opinion. I always do it. Then you can kind of check out the fastest guy there, and if he has a moto before you, go watch his lines. Go see what he does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you're going to be able to do what he does, but just kind of watch his corners, see where he's going.
Yeah.
Because that's probably where you need to be going.
Mm-hmm.
But you also got to be aware of, like, if there's a guy in front of you think you can pass, find a place to pass him. And that's the kind of stuff you should do in practice. Never show up to practice, and let's say you show up to practice and you get 5 laps. Never, ever practice 5 laps and do the same line every lap. That's probably the worst mistake you can make. Hit every line you can, because then you're aware of the track. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But, kind of give me some input. Like what else you want to know?
So you're talking about, making passes and stuff. I guess you talk about where the passing opportunities are on that track, because we talked about that a little bit with Amp in the preview show. Kind of about where some of the passing opportunities were there. I feel like there's a lot of spots on that track, which is really cool. It's a very raceable track. There's definitely some bottlenecks, but
there's 2 big spots that I know of. So I'm trying to. All right, so I'll do the first one. It's kind of easy to explain. So the big step up triple or whatever,
mm-hmm.
the corner before that big sweeper.
Yeah.
So that's a big passing opportunity to me. You can set that up on the 2 corners before that, or you just want to. And that corner is so wide that most people are going inside.
Mm-hmm.
So that rut's going to be the most gnarly.
Yep.
And it may not be gnarly enough to where a good guy can really go fast to it, but I would go outside. I don't care who I'm racing against. If they're going inside, I'm going to go outside and just see if I can carry more momentum and maybe make a move.
Yeah.
But that's a good passing spot for me right there. Also, trying to explain where it's at, but I guess 3 corners before that, down in the flat spot.
So you hit the big downhill ski jump.
Yeah, that
make the right
downhill roller.
Yeah,
that corner. That's a good passing spot because that inside always gets chewed up.
Mm-hmm.
And normally, a lot of times that I've been there, There's a couple outside lines that lead into the inside line, but kind of cross through it. But that's a good spot to where like kind of mix it up, see what you can do in that corner. Because most likely, if you're behind a guy, he's going to go right inside.
Yeah.
And never go right inside behind him. Because I've seen so many guys crash. Because that rut will get deep. And when ruts get deep, people crash. That's how it goes. Go outside, see if you can, you know what I mean, make a move right there.
Yeah.
But that's a good spot. And I don't know. For me personally, when I'm behind somebody and I'm going into a corner, I'm just going to go faster and see what happens. Like, I'm always just going to go faster than them and see if I can make something happen. And if you're right on somebody, that normally means that you're either faster than them or matching their speed. So you can kind of make a mistake and catch back up to them. So you kind of learn. Kind of like you learn what they're doing, you learn what you're doing. So that's what I would say. But I'd also say, like, ride in your, like, don't, if you want to go out there and just go way out of your comfort zone, that's up to you. But I would just say, like, ride in your zone and see, like, if you're faster than them, just mix it up, try different things, see what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not out there trying to risk my life, but somebody might. If they want to do some crazy stuff, go for it.
I'm not looking at Cade, I swear. I'm not.
I felt the eyes on that one.
I didn't mean to, really.
I make all of my time up, though. I mean, unless like Taryn, I study Taryn because the dude's fucking insane.
You know what
like he's the type of dude where I'm like, all right, where can I go? But Tanner's corner speed is insane. Like, I know where Tanner's faster than me, and I know that, like, I'm just not there. So, like, I'm at the age and the level, whatever. I'm just like, dude, have it.
Yeah.
I will battle you as hard as I can, but, like, where I make a lot of speed up is over jump faces, coming into corners, coming up to faces. I just go faster than the person in front of me, and I know I can. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So two things. One thing that I've noticed about Taryn, and Chase and I were talking about this at OMC, and I was talking to Chandler Hardzog about it too. Taryn it just seems like he has so much grip on the back wheel. Like, that dude gets the power to the ground. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like he ever has wheel spin. It's just,
his back tire is planted.
It just looks so hooked up.
Believe me, I've seen it, I guess, last year at OMC.
Yeah.
When I overshot the whole, like, I think first moto I whole shot it, but second moto, I fucking blew the corner.
Yeah.
And he just fucking and just gripped and was gone.
It makes it look like his bike is so much faster than everybody else's.
Right.
Which we all know his bike is stock.
Yeah.
Dude,
he plants the power to the ground.
That's one of the few people you'll see that's actually getting pretty much everything out of a 450.
That's what I try to kind of explain to you guys. Like, you guys see my skill and you're like, what the fuck? But I see Taryn's skill and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like you guys, I understand that I'm a good rider. I've been, like, I'm faster than most people, but, like, when I see Taryn, I'm like, what the, like, you got to understand, like, you question me, I question Taryn. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, how is he doing this much better than I am?
How the fuck is he, like, because, like, I'll be doing steady laps and Taryn just gap. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking trying. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you get to feel what we feel.
He's just that type of guy. Like, no matter what I do, like, I'm not gonna sit there and battle it because I'm like, maybe back in the day I would. Like, I would push limits as far as I could, but, like, Taryn, he is just like me. Like, in his head, he knows he's got it, and he trusts it, and it happens. That's how I am when I ride. Like, when I pass any of you guys or anybody I know I'm better than, I'm like, I know I can pass him. I know I can make this outside work or whatever. Like, I know it, and it happens. Same with Taryn. Taryn just knows. He knows it's going to happen. And the 450, that back tire is barking, and it's hooking up, and he's scrubbed.
I wish you would have been at Raynard's to watch him. It was awesome. Like, we all know, like, Chan Baker.
I wish you could have been myself the first time I ever seen Taryn. That's when I knew, because, like, you don't understand. For me, as a kid growing up, I thought I was the best there was. And then I seen somebody that was better than me, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, what the hell is this? But like the first time I ever seen Taryn, I went to Ascot and he lapped me. And I said, what the fuck? I said, I thought I was good at dirt bikes. You know what I mean? Like literally. I'm not lying. Like Taryn as an amateur, it's hard for me to, when I die, Taryn will be a legend to me. And I'm happy that I get to like be his friend. Like I'm happy that like Taryn hangs out with us and associates with us because like Taryn is a fucking legend.
He's a super humble guy.
Yeah. Like back in them days though, he wasn't. We're amateurs. You know, it's like pros now. Like pros now, like when they're retired, they'll talk to each other and they're like, "Oh, dude, it was the best time." But like back then, it was like cutthroat, fuck you, whatever. Like so that's why I'm happy. Like Taryn, like I can call Taryn my
We're all
friend.
on the same page.
He's a super humble guy, but he's also got that. He's still got that wild in his eyes.
Don't fuck with Taryn.
Oh, he'll clap them cheeks.
Yeah, he's still got them wild eyes. Like you can tell when he starts talking about getting in the zone, it's just there.
I talked to him about beating a certain rider, and he said, "I can't wait to clap them cheeks."
That's the thing too. Like a real racer, like they never lose that adrenaline. That's why I'm scared to race these days. Because like I don't care if whatever I did for 8 years before, you put that helmet on me in that bike, let's go.
Yeah.
It doesn't leave.
I know what you mean. We can sit here and talk all day long about how we're just out there for fun. In fact, I was talking to Brunk about this going out for practice at Raynard's. And I was like, I was kind of dicking around with him. I was like, we're just out here for a good time anyway, aren't we? And he's like, yeah, we all say that, but we all fucking know better. It's true. But
so, Supernom.
I had something else I was going to say on that line with Taryn, but
I'm going to butt in right here. Speaking of that, Supernom coming off the couch. He's racing next race.
Quad God butting in.
You beating Brunk or what?
Yeah.
Sir.
I'm not trying to lose. If that's what you're asking. If he beats me, he beats me. But if I beat him, I'm not gonna.
Hey, we're going to Bob's. What happened to Bob's last year when you raced him,
bro?
I remember he ran you off the track 2 times.
No, I got the W. He ran me off.
I didn't say you didn't get the W.
All right, so first moto I holded, and then he ran me off the track. But second moto,
I didn't mean that in that way. I feel like there was one time for sure that definitely he didn't mean to.
No, he told me that he went inside, and I understand. It just kind of he just pushed outside, and like I seen like I could have pushed the note.
You could have forced the issue.
I could have forced the issue, but I seen him, and I'm like, "Oh, work! I'm gonna." So I yeeted off.
Shout out Ricky Carmichael.
But
no, I'm just poking fun, really. But
second moto, I got the win. My words are gone. I'm too many millers in, but second moto, I got the W, and I got the win. I get the win, and I win.
Didn't Brunk get hurt at Bob's last year?
He tore his ACL.
Yeah, that's where he did it.
In the plus 30 or something like that.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Because I have footage of you from Bob's last year where you're just like,
I'll give you.
Maybe that's what happened.
I'll give you some tips for this year.
Let's hear him.
He's just as fast as he was.
That he is.
He passed me at Norman. I was like, God dang,
dude!
He just blew past me.
I'm gonna show up to Bob's. Last race I did was Gold Rush. Okay. If anybody is listening and knows what Gold Rush is, that's not a motocross event.
November 5th, 2021.
I want to ride before Bob's, but I'm
probably not.
It's probably not going to happen. I just hope my bike is washed when I show up. That's still not done yet. I know it sounds easy, but
just deliver it to me.
I've been trying. I should have brought it tonight, but I had to get worms for my lizard. Or Stinky's lizard. And believe me, I'm not saying there's anybody on this podcast listening, but if you're an animal or lizard or exotic person and you're in the Glenpool area or Jinx area, Tulsa area, go to Red Dirt because the dude's a savage. I'm $1,000 deep into this lizard I just bought.
Yo, he raced dirt bikes too, at least cross country.
Well, I seen a fox sticker or a fox tattoo on his arm, and I'm like, He's one of these guys.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
cool. My wife goes and buys worms all the time for my daughter's bearded dragon.
Oh, you got a beard?
Oh yeah.
What age? So you buy a young one or
almost
old one?
a year now. Yeah, we've had it for quite a while.
How many inches do you think?
14, 16. Woo! It's a good one.
No, dude, he's the coolest animal guy I've ever met. Like, he's dope. I got a custom tank built for the lizard. I mean, I'm fucking in it to win it, boys. Austin's gonna see.
Sounds like you went off the deep end.
Austin's coming to my house tonight. He's gonna see this tank and this fogger I got set up. He's gonna be like, "God damn, that's sick!" Once he sees how we set this tank up,
Can't even afford an oil change, but I got $1,000 lizard tank.
Hey, yeah, the old lady wanted a lizard. We got a fucking lizard.
Got to
boy.
take care of business.
No, it's fun to look at. Like I don't know. I enjoy it. I'm happy.
Would
we
you
got
just
it.
look at it?
Hey, just take a look at it.
Would you just look at it?
God, I wish somebody here could do a Biden impression because that shit fucking kills me. Hey, what? No, what? Kills me.
Shit. The pit political podcast.
We probably should cut it.
We better steer clear of that shit.
We are not political, but God, I'm just talking about shit that makes me laugh, and that makes me laugh.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Bob's, they have you said we've had a severe thunderstorm every year. So it's way out in fantasy land in terms of weather forecasting. But I was looking the other day, and there's a decent probability right now that there's going to be severe weather that weekend.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do another Bob recap. And We'll do it live.
We'll have to be out there fighting the canopy.
Hey, hold up.
At 5 in the morning.
Hey, any like real pit racing, listen to every episode. Will remember this. But Spencer at Bob's last year. Shit, boy!
Let's get this thing fucking started, Bob.
Did he let that thing eat?
Uncle Pence.
Oh, Pence was pinched.
That's a highlight of his life.
Yeah, that was so awesome. I have that saved as a Snapchat on my phone, and I just watched it the other day.
Dude, Pence is at another level, believe me. He's not old Pence. He's got new things going on.
He does. Dude, that new spot he's got out there is fucking badass.
It's different.
Yeah, I was stoked for him.
He missed the exit just like I did. Dirt road turnaround. Everybody's done it.
Yeah, we'll see on that weather deal, though. I mean, like I said, that's 2 weeks from now. That's so far away in terms of forecasting.
Was that a whole
weather.
shot I just saw on your home screen?
Yeah, it's when you hold it.
That's from the pit.
No, I saw a different one.
Oh, yeah, that's
right there.
That's
a whole shot in the making.
That's Natalie Dixon right there. Live action.
Natalia?
Pretty good form, really.
Yeah, it looks like a whole shot was about to happen.
Yeah.
It's like that back shot.
She looks good.
Sag set.
She needs to get her toes in a little bit, but other than
You don't
that-
have a whole shot device, right?
Huh.
Yeah, that's number one right there.
Yeah. I mean,
and you need a
Not needed.
Have
if
you
know what
changed yours
you're
yet
doing.
or no?
Not needed if you know what you're
mine's
doing.
good. Yeah.
You changed it.
I didn't change it, but I fixed it. It's good.
No, but you need it lower.
Oh, yeah, I do need to do that.
I mean, he's 1 and 3. He better
Dude,
figure something out.
Here's the thing. When I was buying new plastic, I could not find fork guards anywhere. Any brand, any website, anybody, no fork guards. Like Cycra, Cherubies, UFO.
Not
nobody.
meant to be.
Nobody. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out next time around.
Damn, boys, it's been a pretty good cast.
Yeah, well, Cade, I know it's been a little short and sweet with you. I know you're down and out right now. Honestly, I wanted to bring you in just honestly,
with that hard H.
Get you out of the house and get the spirits
I
up a little
appreciate
bit.
it, man.
I
I've had a
know
good
you've
time.
been just like bummed out on life and just it's part of it. We've all been there. It
Got
sucks.
to come in and talk about dirt bikes for a
And
few
so I
hours.
was like, you know what? He could come in, and a lot of people around here know who you are in a short amount of time, and which really doesn't matter. But just talking about dirt bikes and have a good time. So.
Yeah, I love it. I
Glad
appreciate
you
you
came
guys.
in.
I appreciate y'all having me on. It's been a good time.
We're excited to see. I know you're 6 weeks out from walking on it. So what? probably 2 or 3 months.
So probably about 4 weeks I'll be riding.
Like
2
I
or 3
said,
months probably you'll be riding.
Like I was saying earlier, though, like the triple ended his leg, so
I don't want to tear it down yet because I need to clear that thing first.
We need to make a T-shirt and have some type of phrase on this triple at Elk Shitty.
Yeah, we do.
We might just like have like a background of the triple and then just have Elk Shitty under it. I don't know. Either way, like no disrespect to the track.
No, I think Mason. I love Mason's face right under.
I love Mason. Whatever, like triple, it can stay forever. I don't care, but like we need something with this triple because it's ending lives.
No, we'll put that the jump, and then we'll put his face, Laramie's face, and whoever else has ate shit on it and gotten hurt. Put them under the
tombstones. We'll just put tombstones with their names on it.
Like they didn't die, but they got hospitalized.
We'll put his leg.
We need to come up with a name for the jump, and then we'll make a T-shirt with the jump on it.
In their name, Bout died.
Yeah,
it ain't the catapult, but it's the Bout.
We need to come up with a name for it. Put the jump on a shirt, and then we'll just put the name of the jump underneath it.
If you wanna jump,
yeah. Shit. Yeah, appreciate you coming in, Cade.
Hell yeah! Thanks for having me.
Yep. It's been a hell of an episode. We appreciate everybody that called in. This was really awesome.
Don't forget about that pit racing in the pasture, boo.
Yeah, don't forget about the pit racing party in the pasture. End of last weekend in July. It's gonna come up fast.
I'm sorry for everybody that got left on hold. We tried, but I mean we hit like 355 callers, so we just had to let them go.
Next episode we'll take caller 199.
Yep.
We might have a giveaway. Who knows? We're trying.
We'll be back soon with episode 17, and appreciate everybody that continues to listen to this thing. It's been really awesome what it's grown into, and hopefully it just keeps going that direction.
Peace out, boys. Shit, boo!
Chase is just itching to hit that button. Go ahead and hit it. Hit that motherfucker.
I tried to hit it by my own.
You gotta hit it now.
You don't need that button.
Shit, boy. It makes them so fucking happy.
God damn.
Oh, fuck. We gotta roll this thing out now, boys. We gotta roll out of here. What is
Hey,
it?
it's good time.
It's a Friday night, 11:05.
Friday night, having the time of our life.
Bar
We're
time,
just getting
boys.
started. It ain't even that big a deal. About that time. Pit racing out, boy. Episode 16 was a good one. We'll see y'all next time. Shit, boy.